Alright, so let's begin. Just another day, just another gruesome day in 10 towns. Howling wind, bitter cold, foul tempers, and snowdrifts big enough to bury a herd of moose. But today, the local tavern in Goodmead is abuzz with news about a series of recent killings. Before the murders, the only question on everyone's mind was, will Summer ever return to Icewind Dale? Now the question is, will I be the killer's next victim? Nothing breeds fear and paranoia like a murderer with no face. 3 cold-blooded murders have been committed over the past 3 months. A halfling trapper in East Haven, a human shipbuilder in Targos, and just under a month ago, a dwarf glass blower in Brinchander. Each victim was found with a dagger of ice through the heart. What's the connection? The drunken lot huddled in the tavern offers no credible ideas, but sitting apart from them is an elderly shield dwarf with a nasty scar across her left eye who looks like she has something worth knowing. She's smoking her pipe and has a huge smile on her face since you've all walked in. It's your good friend, Helen Trollbane.
Ah, my friends, you all have finally arrived. Come, please, take seats and let's break some bread.
As she says that, we're going to make character introductions here. I'll start with Echo first, and then we'll go down to Sheros, Theron, and then Tom there. So Echo, as Helen points towards the table to come have seats, as you walk into this tavern, what does everyone see? What would Helen see?
So as the door opens and it swings, you see Echo riding on top of a more of a Doberman Pinscher metal dog. Slides off, and you see a little 4'5" man, and his skin looks like patchwork. If you think of Frankenstein, as he's arisen, you look at him, his eyes look like they're different, not from natural, but from monsters that have been put on him. Different colors of skin. His hair is all white with different colors of like bleach blonde, some black throughout it, with like little leather coat on as he starts walking up. And his dog walks behind and he goes, "Ah, Helen, it's been years since we went hunting for some Yetis. It's been great."
Yes, it has, Echo. Sheros, come, please, have a seat.
Oh my gosh, Helen, I haven't seen you in so long. It's wonderful to be around you again. I've had so many new recipes since we last brewed together, and I'm dying for you to try some of them.
I can smell it from all the way over here. I'm sure you do, and I am quite excited to taste what you've come up with over the years.
And as she says that, Theron, you watch her kind of thumb over a necklace. And what does this necklace look like, Theron?
The necklace would resemble the one that you would probably catch a glimpse on Theron himself. Kind of a heavy chain links, and at the base of the chain, you'd see a small hammered disc with an anvil in the middle of it. Clearly a roughly forged symbol or trinket, if you will.
And what does Theron look like?
So as you guys see Theron, you see a roughly average sized dwarf male with kind of reddish brown hair, some soot stains on his skin that he just can't seem to scrub off. You see him carrying a trademark hammer and shield, and as he's kind of making his way into the through the door, you see him sort of melt off some snow from his shoulder pauldrons, with some type of heat-based magic.
Oh yeah. And Sheros, what does Sheros actually look like?
Yeah, Sheros has very simple and traditional attire on, something you would expect a monk to wear, some loose-fitting clothing with shades of browns. He's got blonde hair tied into a bun and shaved on the sides. It's clearly more for function than aesthetic. And there's a shock of white in his hair, and his beard as well. And his skin is a little sun damaged from you can clearly tell by a glance how much time he spends outdoors. And he's very short, about 3'2".
Excellent. Incredible. And Helen's gaze settles upon you, Tom. A more subtle smile crosses her face. She says,
And you, Tom, are you still the alpha wolf that once saved my life?
I'm not sure about any alpha wolf, but I'm still here, still kicking. That is true.
and what does Tom look like for everybody?
Tom is a 3 foot tall halfling. His clothes look like hand-me-down, like rags almost, because he was a farmer. So he's got these like really worn down, used clothes. Some of it's patched back together, and he's got that nice farmer's tan where it's like right past the shoulder, it's tan, but then if it comes up, you can definitely see that it's white underneath.
Outstanding. And as each of you takes a seat in this relatively modest, like looks like a hunting lodge, right? There's already food set upon the table, including just some real basic meat there. And as each of you sits down, Helen says,
Oh, it seems like quite the coincidence that I summoned all of you, and lo and behold, everybody's here at just about the same time. But you three, it seems like you met along the road. Did anything interesting happen?
and she points to Tom, Theron, and Sheros.
We dealt with
Well,
the bully.
Yeah, we all seem to stop in the same place to grab a bit of respite and a drink before the journey, and that's when we realized we all shared the fact in common that we knew you.
Oh, perhaps it was the Allhammer's doing, eh, Theron? That's quite
kinda-
the interesting use. Yes?
I was just Theron would just shoot you a cheeky wink after that.
And Echo, how was your travels? It's been at least 15 years since our last adventures together hunting down Yetis.
After you say that, Echo's gonna pull back his trench coat, and you'll see his left arm, like forearm down to his hand, is the place of a Yeti. He goes, I got this from the bastard who took mine. Works just as good as mine. And then as he pulls his coat back, what everyone else will see, on the back, there's a giant hand with a crack going through it. And the dog has the same symbol on its back leg.
Helen takes a look at your arm, Echo, and as if she has a deep thought, perhaps a reminiscence of that said battle, right? But you all see a sadness behind her eyes a little bit. Perhaps not of that situation, but because of something else. She turns to you all and she says,
Come, please. I know that your journeys have each been long, some taking many weeks to get here. Garrick here, I made sure he had a pretty good spread set up for you. We can break bad bread, get to know each other a little bit more, and then get down to business. What do you say?
Sounds good.
There's a drink, I'm in.
Sounds like a plan.
there is. So you guys go ahead and partake. And the spread is nothing too elaborate. Maybe like a really large cut of steak, some baked potatoes, some peas set to the side, and of course that honeyish tinge to a well-made mead. Perhaps not as well as Sheros can make.
As everyone starts to make their way over, I'm going to put my hand on Helen's shoulder and go, so why do you look down, old friend? I can tell that face. I've seen it plenty of times before in our travels.
Well, you see, one of those recent murders was my brother, Gorg. He was the glass blower in Brinshander, and I know exactly the bastard that killed him.
Then why are you waiting here? I know you. You like to go first before you think.
Well, that was the reason for my plea. As you well know, I'm quickly approaching 325 years old. My old bones just can't handle the stress that comes with hunting down an individual such as this. But I was able to at least track them for a bit. The individual that I know is the culprit is called Sefric Caltro. He works for a small traveling merchant company called Torgs. It's owned by a shady dwarf named Torga Icewind. This bastard is one of her bodyguards.
Can everybody hear me okay when I'm doing
Yes.
my
Yep.
voice mod thing? And I know it sounds like a little bit robotic-y, but if anybody's like, hey, let's opt out of it, I'm totally cool with that as well. You guys just let me know, please and thank you.
Could you
What'd you
repeat
say?
the first name of the boss?
Yeah,
Blur.
Sefric Caltro. That's SEPHEKKL. Sorry, KALTRO. Sefric Caltro.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And I don't know what's going on with my freaking music in the background here. It keeps like stopping and starting here. Let's just go ahead and try refreshing that.
I
But yeah,
thought
but
it
if
was going crazy for a
but yeah,
second.
if you wanted to key into that, feel free.
Is Sheros, Theron, and Tom, are you guys all sitting at the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've grabbed a seat at this
Yeah.
point.
All right.
All right, stream
You're going to see
quality.
Echo point to the fire for Pixel to sit down. I'm going to go sit next to you guys and go, well, if you guys are a friend of Helen,
Howdy, lad.
you'll be a friend of mine. Seems like she's in trouble.
Okay.
Seems like these parts we're in use of friends.
Sheriff is gonna offer a big smile, and as you finish saying that, Echo, I'm reaching into my bag to pull out a bottle that Sheriff wants you to try of the homebrew.
Aha, that's the good stuff, eh?
I figured there's no better time. Might as well get a sip while we have a moment of peace. And I'll hand the bottle first to Helen, but then I'll glance my eyes over at Echo, hoping that he'll take a sip.
Gotcha. She takes at first like a little test sip from it. You see her her eyes widen a bit before a smile curls across her lips where she takes like a larger swig. There's a and she passes it back
That is exquisite.
and she gives a little cough.
That was inspired from the recipe we came up with together. Of course, it's a bit heartier than the original, but the bite still lingers. And I'll pass the bottle to Echo and see if he'll reach out and take it.
Echo's going to grab it. You'll see him swirl it, take a sniff, and then he's going to touch his face where the metal piece is, and you'll watch it go back to show his face. And as he goes to take a swig, you'll see a little bit of liquid come out of his neck. He's going to put his hand and cast Mending to heal it. As he finishes drinking and hands it to you, goes, what's this supposed to do? I'm not like you normal folk around here. Kind of made piece by piece, if you can't tell.
It's not supposed to do anything other than make you feel good. And I'm just kind of staring at your neck where you've had some liquid come out of with just a puzzled look on my face.
Sorry, I didn't do a good job stitching it up. My bad.
Theron here, I believe, is handy in the way of medicine. Maybe he can help you.
Theron will look over at Echo and kind of nod his head. Medicine and most things made of fire and metal. Not much of a tinkerer, but can definitely help you in the smithing area.
As you say that, you'll see like Echo's eyes light up and go fire and metal, and then right behind you, you see Pixel just start sniffing you. Giant metal dog, and goes, he might need some help later, but not right now. Go.
I'll gladly help in whatever way I can. This is pretty interesting. I'm gonna. Theron's gonna shift his gaze over to Sharos
Mhm.
real quick and say, "Surely we're not trying drink, and you're not gonna let the dwarf try it."
Where are my manners? And I will pass the bottle over to Darren of the Sharos homebrew.
Incredible.
I will excitedly take a swig and then pass the bottle back.
What do you think it would
I'm
taste
gonna-
like for you?
Oh, that brew is concocted of some heartier stuff, really well, Sharos is quite accustomed to drinking, so he needs something with some kick to do anything for him. So it's probably a bit stronger than what people would expect, but there's a taste of like some berry lingering at the end, and that can be
Ooh.
an ingredient that he came across for the recipe with Helen.
That's tasty. Tom, you see Sharos passing around this concoction that everybody seems to have taken a liking to. You've seen liquid leak out of Echo's neck there. What do you do, Tom, seeing all this?
Tom's gonna ask Sheriff's like, well, hold on. If everyone else is getting a swig, may I perhaps get some?
I'll shake the bottle to judge how much is left, and I'll pass it towards you with a smile on my face.
All right. Nothing creates friends faster than drinking together.
I couldn't agree more.
Indeed, that
Second
is
that.
true.
As you, Tom, take your swig, and how would Tom react to a pretty hearty drink?
He's gonna you're gonna see it in his face, like he's not used to it, you know. He's like, oh, you know, taking it back for a second, like, oh, damn, that's strong.
And as you, Tom, pass the bottle back to Sharos, you see Helen kind of turn her gaze to the door once more as she says,
There's another that I thought that was supposed to be here by now. Nyx, did you see a Shadar Kai elf along the road when you were heading here to Goodmead?
I don't recall any elves on the way.
As she says that, you see Echo laugh and go, "Yeah, I saw one running from the Yeti. Almost got him."
Well, Nyx doesn't run from a fight, but I'm sure whenever he does arrive here, I will point him in your all's direction. In fact, I did manage to track that trading company I was talking about, Torgs. I followed
Okay.
Torgs for a 10-day as it moved from town to town. Quite the devious little enterprise, but that's not my concern. I lost track of them here, however. I think they were heading towards Caer Dinaval, another 10 towns about 10 miles away, but I'm just not sure. I know
Sounds
that
like-
there's other individuals within Goodmead that might have information that could help. Perhaps even the speaker of the town.
and what you guys know, that a speaker of one of the 10 towns is like their town mayor, essentially.
Okay.
Man,
Well, it's a good thing you've got friends that can help you look into this.
As he says that, I'll look at Tom's the one in the tattered clothing, right?
Yes.
As Helen that, and so Cheryl, I'm gonna look at Tom and go, "Well, if we're gonna meet the speaker, we gotta make ourselves look presentable. You mind if I fix your clothes?"
This isn't presentable? I guess that if it's not, then sure. I'm all right with it. This is what everyone wears back where I'm from.
I'll give you a chuckle as I walk by and you see me put my hands on each one of your ribs and just cast mending so it makes it look good as new. Like, see, just like when you first started working. But you can still tell because look at your hands. Man, you're a hard worker, aren't you?
I did get praise back at the farm. That's a nifty skill you got there.
It works with the dog over there. Heals him a little bit sometimes.
you see Pixel's
now we gotta-
metal tail start wagging as you mention him.
I did.
Perks up.
I've been meaning to ask that because I'm not too I'm very familiar with animal kind, and gotta be honest, I've never seen something quite like that before.
You'll see Echo scratch his head and go, well, realistically, he's not an animal. I just really like to tinker things and made him. He's my best friend. Actually, there's a little piece of me in him, so I feel like I know where he's at whenever he leaves.
Which is definitely unique.
Quite the
Things
construct, that's
missing
for
thick
sure.
and thin.
Incredible.
It is great to see that all of you are getting along so well. I know that summoning you for this help was definitely the right call, 100%. And with the addition of Nyx, you all will be unstoppable, I'm sure. Because I know that the Sephric fellow, there's something abnormal about him. He has a cold presence about him, as I unfortunately walked in to the scene of where he was driving a ice-like sword through the chest of my brother, and then vanished into a puff of mist before my very eyes escaping.
When she says that, I want to look at her and do an insight to see if she feels like she 100% believes it was him or if she just has a thought because the similarity in the looking.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an insight check as you're looking over Helen's expression as she's retelling this traumatic story.
Put guidance on it as well.
Okay. What does your guidance look like?
You'll see Pixel start to glow a little bit, and then right on his hip, it's like a made pistol, but out of not rare parts. It's like out of animal parts. So it doesn't only shoot without his magic. You see that glow and smoke come out.
Okay, outstanding. And with that,
So 18.
that 18 on insight, you are reading her expression and you 100% know that she's reliving through this traumatic experience. There's no doubt in her 325 years of life that she could ever forget a name or a face such as this.
I wish you all to bring Sephric to justice. You don't need to bring the law into this. The lands of Icewind Dale is wrought with extrajudicial justice.
Completely mispronounce that word. But she does want you to help either capture or kill this individual. And you do know that there's a general direction of a town, but she's not 100% sure, called Care Dinnerval, which I can present in a map in just in a second. But she also mentioned other ways to verify the direction in which these people actually went.
You said Sephric is the bodyguard?
Of
I think he's the boss.
Yes.
Boss or bodyguard.
Yeah, Sephric Paltrow is the bodyguard of
Porg.
Porga Icevein, who's the owner of Porgs, which is a traveling merchant company.
Porga Icevein?
Icevein, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Icevein.
Sheros is gonna look to Helen and ask, Helen, can I ask you a question before we set off?
Of course, go ahead.
Can you think of any reason why this individual would have wanted your brother dead?
Well, the strangest part about it is the two deaths prior all happened on days of new moons. I know that East Haven, Targos, and Brynshander, they're all settlements that partake in sacrificial rituals to appease the god Oriel. That's just a custom up here. But I know my brother was not the designated sacrifice. Perhaps this Sephric fellow is doing Ario's work. But regardless, that was unacceptable. I cannot accept that my brother is gone.
And these sacrifices, this is a widely accepted practice here in this region.
They are. Other settlements have found less barbaric ways to try to appease Ariel, the Frostmaiden. Some giving donations of food, others sacrificing their warmth for the night. But this Rime that has been persisting over Icewind Dale for the last 2 years, nothing seems to relieve it.
Okay? And so you do know that there are other rituals throughout the 10 towns, each of them specific towards how these settlements try to offer sacrifices to Ariel, like the god of like Icewind Dale.
See,
When,
well, that's certainly good to know. I appreciate you sharing that with me.
Ariel, is that how you say it, right?
Yes, Auril.
Auril.
When
Thank you.
when Helen mentioned thought of sacrificing your warmth to appease a god, Theron would have definitely had a visible and kind of visceral shudder, almost like he can't believe somebody would try to do that.
Cool. Okay. And as Helen catches that, she turns to you, Theron.
Theron, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. I come from a land of ice and snow as well, but the thought of sacrificing heat to appease God is just a bit outrageous to me. I can't even imagine that.
And I completely understand as well. The fire here, I couldn't imagine sleeping without it up here in the north. And my old bones, they'll be frozen stiff in the morning without a bit of heat throughout the night.
After that, I'll look at Therion and everyone and go, well, I know we don't like the code, but we should probably start asking around. Who do you guys want to start with, the locals or the town speaker?
I think the speaker could be a good option if we have access to this individual.
Yes.
Didn't mean to roll that.
Yes, certainly. The speaker's house is just down the main road. While you are all out collecting information, I'm going to prepare something for each of you. For I know the company's not here in Goodmead, but I know they're close. I'll be able to find something here that will aid you in your travels. Just give me some time.
So Helen's going to try to prepare some stuff for you guys. Whenever you do find all the information you are looking for. And whenever you guys are ready to proceed, like to leave the lodge, you let me know and I'll change scenes. I'll actually try to fix this audio thing because it's really bothering me and I don't like it's all like skipping. And like literally I've been playing live streaming and audio for like the last 2 hours and I have not had a single problem and now it wants to have problems.
That's how it goes.
So yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. Okay. But yeah, so Helen just finishes explaining she's going to prepare something for your journey.
Okay, with her letting us know that, Shiros is going to start eating the meal placed before him.
And it is delicious. The steak is juicy, the potatoes warm, perhaps even bringing back memories of times back home. Echo, Tom, do you both finish your meal? Does Echo even eat?
He's a construct, so he'll eat, but not really for trying to make it fill him up. It's just more for the looks.
Interesting. And Tom, do you fill your belly?
Yes.
Excellent. So as each of you complete your meal, I want you each to roll me a 1d4. Okay.
Let's see.
Echo's roll, Tom's roll. Yeah, and it'll be like the custom roll at the bottom left
I see.
corner of your character sheet there. Okay. And the number rolled
It's
is
across
going
the
to
board.
be, yeah, no worries. The number you rolled is going to be temporary HP that you can add to your characters. Okay. As you all are filled, your stomachs are full. Okay.
Sorry, guys, I messed up all the twos there.
Ah, that was a fabulous meal. And it is so nice to see all of your faces alive and well.
Yes, it's very nice to see you again, Helen. I've wondered how you've been doing.
Well, when you're approaching 325, the days get just a little bit longer.
I can only
But,
imagine.
Oh, don't worry, you'll be up there soon enough.
There's a little bit of a dry laugh behind those words. As you all know, like the dwarves' lives are typically in the longer end, about 350, maybe 375 if they're like really healthy in a way. So you can definitely be of help, but perhaps not necessarily of an active. Her adventuring days are probably behind her.
After she says that, I'll slap her on the back and go, I'm only 1/3 your age, but I know the feeling.
You slap her on the back. She kind of like juts forward just a couple of inches, looks up at you, and kind of like slaps the bottom of your leg, peeling back maybe like a flap of skin that like failed to hold the stitch together. She says,
And I think you need to get better at stitching your own wounds, friend.
That's what you used to do while we were out. It's just me and the dog now.
And I hope when you return with Sefric's head, there are as minimal stitches that I have to place. Find this bastard and kill him for me.
That's when I'm going to look at the group, just see everyone's faces to see how they look after she says that.
You would
Tom is-
definitely see some. Oh, sorry, Tom. I was going to quickly say you would see some reservation on Sheros's face about outright killing him.
Tom's gonna look
Okay.
determined.
Theron
"Interesting."
will have a bit. Theron will have a bit of a stoic face as well, as he's a pretty firm believer in justice, and he'll look to Echo too and say, "As long as we're in the party together, I'll make sure your stitches are held."
After that, I'll put my arm around Helen and goes, to that, we drink. Sheros, pour us another round. And also, Helen, you may be my closest friend, but if he's not guilty, we're not going to outright kill him. As I look at Sheros and goes, we follow a code.
You will see a smile of recognition quickly flash your way from Sheros.
Very well. Here's his description. And let's have one last drink before you all head out into the bitter cold.
I will pop the cork off of another Sheros brew and pass it
Oh,
counterclockwise. So I guess I'll go to Darren first.
Take a respectable swig, but enough to make sure everybody gets some.
Excellent. Passes it over to Tom as it goes around the table.
Tom takes a shot. He's like, "This really makes my belly warm."
It's over to Echo.
Echo, take a swig and then hand it to Helen. And I'm going to lean over to Tom and go, I don't know what this stuff does to you, but Helen drinks it all the time.
You say that, Echo, and pass it over to Helen. She holds it in her hand, takes a look at you, Sheros, and gives a very solid head nod and says,
Protect them. Protect each other.
as she takes a swig, and passes it back to you, Sheros, as Helen stands up, pets Pixel on the head a bit. Before you see her kind of head on to the direction of like an upstairs, perhaps trying to prepare what she was going to prepare for you guys.
Well, Tom's gonna ask. So to the speaker.
Sounds like a plan to me.
To the speaker.
Anyone you
And
want?
as we go to leave, I'm gonna look at everyone and go, "Is there any leftover food?" And I'm gonna slide it all off the table to Pixel and goes, "He may not really eat it, but he likes chewing it."
I will have
excellent.
some leftover of my steak that I can slide that way.
Love it. Go ahead and give me a D4 roll, Echo, and then add that to temporary HP for Pixel there. Okay. I changed the scene so you guys step into the bitter cold of Icewind once again. And there are like commoners walking around. There's some stalls selling very simple stuff. All these commoners you can probably interact with to get pointed in the right direction. You know the general direction of the speaker's house, which is, obviously denoted onto the map as well. And you guys also have a clear description of what Thefric Cultro actually looks like. Okay. But since you actually stepped out of like the mead hall there, you do see a shrine, like quite literally almost across the street. You do see a dragonborn priest, like in a black overcoat. He seems to be tending to a really old dog sled with a couple of like 6 sled dogs attached to it. Go ahead and give me a group perception check. Actually, yeah, we can go ahead and do that roll. I'm trying to troubleshoot this stuff still.
Oh God, get that out of the way now.
You know what, Cheryl?
Hey, brother.
The average is going to Cheryl's is going to pull up that average there for everybody there. Kind of
Let me roll guidance on me real quick.
I got a natural one,
And
so
I did too, bro. Get that out of the
Hey, it's okay. Natural ones on skill checks, they happen, but it's not an automatic failure on anything, right? You can still glean some information. The information you all do glean is that the Shrine of the Flaming Sword, it looks a bit run down. Even some parts of the shrine are either like dilapidated, or like some holes are even missing in certain places. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and press on. For whatever reason, like my YouTube wants to just keep cutting it out. Hopefully it like stabilizes and stops being a freaking butthead, stuff like that. But you all want to go ahead and head towards the Flaming Shrine?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
okay.
just check it out real quick.
Okay, gotcha. Shrine of the Flaming Blade, rather. Okay. So as you all make the short little trek across the way there, that shrine comes into view. You watch as a dragonborn that's tending to his sled dog slowly turns around. He looks to be maybe in his early 20s or so. He puts up a hand, spotting you all, and he says,
"Oh, hello, friends. Welcome to the Shrine of Tempest. How may I help you?"
I'll look at Therion and look at him and go, "We see you struggling with that sled. Is there anything wrong with it?"
Yes, as you can see, it's a bit beat up, much like the rest of my shrine. The townsfolk here have seemingly forgotten this god, but I haven't. I still pray. I still work.
Is there any kind of idol or symbol that's we might recognize that of what god it is, or is there
yeah,
nothing?
go ahead and give me a religion check.
You want us all or just him?
Just him for now.
I'm gonna give him guidance.
Okay, love it.
Yep, thank you for that.
You got a 4 on that for the
Sweet.
guidance?
So 11. All right, perfect.
Sweet.
So with that 11, you know that the god Tempest is a god of war.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Yeah, so
I thought
Tempest
you
is a
said
god
Shrine
of war.
Tempest.
Yeah, Tempus. And Tempest is a god of war.
Is this like your god, Darren, or no?
Potentially. I don't think I'm too familiar with Tempest, but I could see them maybe overlapping in certain areas.
Perhaps. But the Allhammer is very stoic, believing to wants to forge the world properly, you know. But what you do know of Tempest, just from your religious studies thereon over the years, is that he is a god that loves bloodshed and battle. Yeah, kind of cutting to the point, really, right?
I will relay that to Echo and then re-emphasize that I don't believe Moradin shares the same values directly, though there is probably a little bit of overlap, technically speaking.
You'll see Echo start bursting out in laughter and go, sounds like the Shattered Hand. Charge in head first, questions later. Not my type of belief, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean? That's the best way. But as you can see, perhaps that line of thinking doesn't go so well with the townsfolk of Goodmead anymore. I'm having the damnedest time trying to upkeep my shrine. But never mind my troubles. Have you come to pray or make an offering?
As he's asking you, well, what's your reason for being here? He thinks you're there to perhaps pray to his god.
I'll look to him or Theron will look to him and say that I thought it was a shame to see such a holy place in the state that it is. Just curious if there was anything that we could do to potentially help you try and restore it to its probably a former glory.
Well, of course, I will definitely welcome the help. Around the back, there's perhaps a 4-foot hole in the wall, and snow keeps getting in and piling up. I've tried to fix it before, but I don't know. I'm just not that great of an
architect.
I had to make sure I switched to the right voice because I did a different one. He also follows up with,
you all look like adventurers. You're not from around here. Do you perhaps have a longer journey ahead?
We do, yes.
You're exactly right with that.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you spend time helping fix my shrine, my old dog sled here, I'll bequeath it to you.
After he says that, I'll like turn my back in like a snootish way so he can see the symbol of the Shattered Hand. As I look at Darian, he goes, not from around here, he says. Let's go help him fix this. I was going to help with the dog sled, but that's just disrespect.
seeing you turn around and seeing the emblem of that Reghead tribe, that barbarian tribe, he sees the light that he unknowingly bestowed upon you, Echo. He says,
my friend, I apologize. I did not mean any disrespect. It's just that you don't look like the typical Goliath that hails from such a clan.
You'll see me slowly turn around as I take my hat off and go, because I wasn't born into the tribe. I was brought there, but I earned my right, and now I'm trying to become the leader.
That's quite the noble goal, one worthy of Tempest. But alas, I don't have any tools readily available. Perhaps an old hammer or two in the back, and whatever planks of wood that you can find around here.
Darren will look to the Dragonborn. I'm no carpenter or mason, but I know my way around a hammer. I'd gladly see what I can do to help.
Hell yeah. And so, as you all, as a group, like, just go around slightly around the side of the building there. you do see a really large hole. Like now that you're closer, this building does look a bit dilapidated. It's not like necessarily falling over, but you do spot like a large 4 foot by 4 foot, like literal hole in this shrine. You can see a couple of pews situated inside. There's like candlelight, so things are pretty like dim inside there. Go ahead and roll like either investigation or perception, your choice, to see what material you can potentially find. And then let's come up with some ideas of how to fix this place up.
You said perception or investigation?
Yeah, perception or investigation for your check.
14.
11.
Oh my
14,
goodness.
11.
God, somebody help me, please.
The dwarf got drunk.
No, don't worry. It's group checks for these things as everybody kind of takes their bit, and you are successful either through keen eyes or examining the architecture and the structure of this shrine. Echo, you're focused on how best perhaps to connect like planks of wood to the best arrangement, or because for whatever reason Orugar, as he introduced himself, was having such difficulty, but you know the right way to lay down planks. Sheros, Tom, you both are able to spot underneath buried snow tools that the priest perhaps forgotten long ago. And from those tools, Sharon, you perhaps are the most acquainted, and you're able to identify perhaps the exact tools needed to complete the task, even with a 4. Okay? So, with all
After
this
we notice all that, I'll look at the group
Yeah.
and go, it's just like interlocking the links in Pixel's armor. Pretty good with Woodcarver. If you need some help, I can help you. As I point to Therion.
Yeah, I'll offer it to the group. Do you guys want this to be a group check or an individual check?
I'm fine.
Sheros
with
has
group.
few technical skills, so I'm going to go to group.
Yeah, I think group's probably fine. Yeah.
Okay, it'll be a survival check here. All right. Go ahead and give me a group survival check. The DC is going to be 10, so I just need 3 out of the 5 to get above a 10. Nice.
Ooh, I got
Okay.
10 on the
Oh, just barely.
spot.
Nice. Nice. Good rolls on everybody.
19. Let's go.
Okay.
I
So
rolled
when
like
you guys
shit
when
today.
you guys first got here, it is closer to like that later morning. You know that this work is probably going to take maybe about like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, right? On like the longer end of it. But with successful survival checks there, you are able to work together to piece together this whole, solidifying it and improving upon other areas of the shrine that the priest failed to mention, right? If you want to describe how you guys do this, and then once you report back to the priest, I'll feed you more information. So how do you guys think your team would work together?
Tom is just definitely going to be manual labor. He cannot help with anything else.
Yeah, Sheros is very much fetching materials for the more technically inclined, trying to make that process faster.
As they're doing that, I'll have Pixel help them, but you'll see me look at Therion and go, watch this. And I stick my hand more towards his back and pull out part of his spine that more so shapes a hammer and go, let's get this done.
Yeah, Theron will pull out his smith's tools and try to use those as best he can as tools for this job.
Yes, and Echo and Theron, you both expertly close up these holes, and you're quite satisfied with your work. Theron, your
Quick
hammer
question.
glows. Yep, go ahead.
While we're working throughout this process, can I look around to see if there's any, like, I'll say like useless scrap metal bits that not that we would need for the project, but
Yeah,
just
to
laying
pick
around
up.
that I could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
certainly. Yeah, go ahead and put some. You can like punch it into your inventory, like scrap metal. Like there's definitely like bolts, nails, scrap metal in the bits. All probably thrown away. Nothing that the priest would actually care for. So 100%.
Okay.
Go ahead and add it. That's fine. And as you guys continue to progress and work, Orugar does come around the corner. as he says,
This is absolutely amazing. Thank you for your assistance in in fixing the shrine. But alas, I don't believe I caught the reason for you being here. Was it just to be generous? Or are you looking for information?
A little bit of both, as Echo turns around and smiles and goes, "We saw you struggling with the dog sled, and this place wasn't in the best. And I can see in my buddy's eyes, he's a fixer at heart. He wanted to help you."
Well, may Tempest bless all of you. And Tempest knows best. This dog sled now belongs to all of you. It will help you in your travels across the ice and make your travel very swift.
Thank you.
And
It's very
so-
kind of you.
So you guys take ownership of this dog sled here. The priest denotes that he'll be able to, when you guys are ready to depart Goodmead, he'll take care of the sled and the dogs for you. You'll just link up with him before, like, if and when you guys actually do choose to depart. Right?
Oh, from the town. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get
Uh,
talking? Tom's gonna ask if do the dogs come with the sled or is the sled separate?
These old boys can definitely pull a sled for you. Just treat them kindly, please.
Oh, Tom is gonna not agreement. Oh, I always treat animals kindly. They're like good friends of mine.
Sheros is
excellent.
he's kind of looking at the dogs and Pixel and like hoping to see an interaction between them, or just more out of curiosity, seeing if there is any interaction.
Well, the dogs are they're crouched down, almost put to heel, as they definitely have not been barking or kind of growling at all for like the last hour or so that you guys have been working on that shrine. Perhaps just Pixel's demeanor kind of influences them.
Got it.
After noticing that and him saying that we will get the dogs, I'll look at Rugar and be like, "Can you add an extra spot in the front? We can make him a trusty light," as you see me pull a light bulb out of my pocket and start screwing it in Pixel's nose.
Nice.
Certainly. I'll be right on that. When I'll take care of the sled and the dogs for now, and whenever you're ready to collect them, you just knock on my shrine's door. I will deliver. Thank you so much for your help. If there's anything else I can do, and if there's any information I can provide, I'd be glad to.
We didn't ask Helen yet.
We
about
didn't
the
yet.
Lead.
Nope.
Say,
No,
Try
it's
to-
Cephik Kaltor. And
Yeah.
she said she had an idea of where to go, but she wasn't 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, from what she said, she has an idea where to go, but a lot of the locals around might know as well as the leader.
Yeah.
After Aruger saying that, and he just said that out loud, I'll look at both of them and I go, "Does Tempest or you know anything about Cephik Kaltor or his boss, Torga Icebane?"
Well, the name Torga does ring a bell. I know that a traveling merchant company departed here perhaps just a day ago, maybe two. But the speaker, he keeps ledgers and things of that nature. Whatever business they partook of here, he will certainly know.
All right. Thank him for his time, look at the group and go, "So to the speaker we go."
Sounds like our best bet.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's it. And
Sounds
finally,
good.
the music's actually stabilized. I haven't heard it skip and whatnot, so that makes me happy. All right, sweet. So we're pressing on here as you all depart the Shrine of the Flaming Sword. and head towards the speaker's house, down towards like the edge of the lake. And as you guys are progressing like through the streets, you're eavesdropping on conversations from some of the commoners, and you hear things of the such like, oh, the rails barrows are arguing again. That speaker's always drinking. Oh, his son is such a bastard. And just little bits of gossip from a lot of these commoners here.
I'm gonna give Sheros a tap and go, see if he can outdrink you, buddy.
I'm always up for a challenge like that.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. And so you guys keep on walking, passing by the rest of these commoners.
To one of the
Anything-
commoners that
yeah.
says something about the sun, I want to like turn and go, what's his son causing trouble for?
You stop a 30-year-old human male, right? In basic tunic, basic trousers with black hair, but a very weathered face and calloused hands. So he turns to raise an eyebrow at you, says, "You look quite abnormal, and I reckon probably not one to fuck with. Could you... I'm sorry, your face is very distracting." What was your question?
As he says that, I'll tap that side piece to cover my mouth, so all he really sees is my eyes and the hat, and I'll go, my question was, the speaker's son, he's causing trouble. I heard you talking about it. What is he doing exactly?
Tindrick Railsbarrow. That one is a handful. He is annoying, to say the least. A bit spoiled, if anything. Nobody in this town's filthy rich by any means. The speakers definitely live the best out of everybody, but that one there, ever since his mother passed, he's been he kind of like throws up his hands, almost just annoyed at the very thought of having to think on this kid, or rather this young adult. Right?
And you said his name was
Hendrick.
Kendrick or
As he-
Tendrick?
Hendrick.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
as he does that, Pixel will growl a little bit,
you.
and I'll smack Pixel, and I'll go, we're not here for games. Give us the honest truth. We need to know how we can help you guys, because we need information of our own.
You can go speak to Kendrick. I know, stupid names. Kendrick and Tendrick. Like, who would name their son right after them? But his house is just down the road. He's a decent enough fellow. He tries his best for the town. As the individual kind of shrugs and begins to head back in the original direction he was walking before you stopped him.
I'll have Pixel walk in front of him to stop him, and I'm like, wait, I'm not done. What is your honest opinion on the speaker himself?
Like I said, he's a good enough fellow. Perhaps drink too
I'll do
much,
it.
but you all would probably drink too if your wife drowned in a frozen lake.
That does not sound pleasing.
Well, I don't need to do an insight check. That sounds fucked up. Let's go.
Anybody else have any questions for this commoner before he turns to keep walking in his original direction?
Sheros will just thank him for the information and follow after the part of the group that's already started walking away.
He gives a head nod. He says, "It looks like manners aren't disappeared from this world after all." What do you know?
After that, I'll flip him a silver coin.
You flip him a silver coin when he wasn't necessarily paying attention, right? It kind of like lands into the snow. He looks down at it. He's like, "Oh, silvery too. Thank you. I appreciate it." As he kind of gives like one of those like little small little tiny salutes, like half salutes there, and heads off. But as you do approach the speaker's house, what's clear as day from everybody is the sounds of shouting and arguments. Right? As you hear profanities being spoken, as what you see is this right here. There we go. So you see an individual with a glass of wine standing outside of a door. There's another one, younger looking, but still same appearing face. You can probably suspect that this is Tindrick, the little shithead son of Kendrick that you heard about. He is in a pretty big red overcoat. As he turns around to his dad and he says, "You are nothing but a drunk, and you will never amount to anything. Leave me alone. I'll come back when I'm damn good and ready." As Tindrick seems to turn to spotting all of you, he says, "You're here to see the speaker. He's that drunkard over there. Good luck." As he spits on the ground in the direction of his father. Anything
As he
you guys
starts
do?
to walk away, I'll shoot a bullet at the ground in front of him and go, "You don't get to leave yet."
Sheros will just
Mhm.
say to him, "Is that any way to speak about your father?"
That's what Tom was about to say.
Gotcha. So the sound of your pistol cracks the cold air. It burns an area in the snow right in front of Tindrick, stopping him clean in his tracks. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check. Echo at advantage here. As I believe Sheros, was that you that said that?
Yes.
There's no way to speak to that's no way to speak to his father.
Yes.
Tindrick turns
So,
to you.
plus my guidance.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your guidance with
18.
it. An 18. Sweet. Tindrick
I got a
appears
-1,
shook.
baby.
Kendrick appears shook as he stops in place, staring at the smoking hole in the snow. He turns to you, Sheros, in acknowledgement as he says, "Family issues are abundant around here. What's this issue to all of you? You all look like adventurers. I don't know what you're here for. I'm just the son of the speaker, the troublemaker, the rabble-rouser, the disappointment. I've never done anything right in my life, but this one here, he's the true scum. Now please, leave me be so I can go about my business. Perhaps take a walk to calm down." What do you guys do?
I thought I was gonna say, well, it's never too late to start noon, right?
After Tom says that, you see Echo laugh and tap on the shoulder and go, "I think we should talk to him. Sharon, Theron, you want to go talk to Kendrick?"
I do.
And then you see
I'll go with
Echo cover his mouth and whisper, "Worst comes to worst, you can drink him under the table and then bribe him later."
Always good to have a backup plan.
Knew that dwarvish resilience would come in for something.
Hearing that idea from Echo, I will approach Kendrick and I will just straightforward ask him what he's drinking.
Okay. So a couple of things. So during that exchange of words from Tindrick and the group there, Tindrick has been almost deathly silent, just watching the situation unfold, right? Perhaps analyzing the situation, or perhaps just not really caring too much about what actually transpired, right? And Sheros, as you approach and ask what you're drinking, correct?
Correct.
Kendrick sloshes like this red fluid. He says, This is the best wine that I have available. Would you all and your friends like some? What can the speaker do for you?"
I was thinking you'd never ask. I'd love a glass. And as for us, we had just a couple questions for you.
Theron will look over to Sheros and say, perhaps we could discuss business over a glass.
Okay, so Theron and Sheros are talking to Kendrick. Echo and Tom, are you guys talking to Kendrick still?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So I'll split this up a little bit. We're gonna focus on Kendrick, Sheros, and Theron, and then I'll switch to Kendrick, Echo, and Tom in just a little bit here. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Kendrick gives you Theron a solid head nod. And Sheros and Theron, you don't see a aggressive posture to this individual in front of you. In fact, he appears more reserved, right? And perhaps you know the reason why. As Kendrick says,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
I was
Okay,
going to
go
ask
ahead.
if I could insight check him to see if I could gauge if he's drunk a lot or if this is maybe his first glass.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check. As you're looking at his eyes, you know that it's like late-ish morning, approaching like the early afternoon, if anything.
Would I also be able to get a sense for that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check, Theron. So I got a 7 for Sheros and a 23
Nice.
from Theron. Sheros, the brightness of the wine perhaps has you just a tad bit distracted, so you're not able to get a good read, but you do know that wine is probably going to be exquisite. You, Theron, however, have been around plenty of drinking, perhaps with your halfling friend there. And you can tell that Kendrick is definitely drunk, but nowhere close to approaching blackout. It appears like this individual can definitely handle his drink, right? But he's definitely drunk after he slurred his words and things of that nature.
It's got a high tolerance, this one.
So yes, I can make you a glass. Please come in, get settled. Your friends there, are they okay? I see they're talking to my shithead of a son.
I believe they're all right. In fact, I'm sure they'll catch up with us soon.
Okay. And Kendrick goes into the house. Sheros, Theron, you follow. You know that he's going to prepare some wine for you guys. Kendrick, Echo, Tom. Kendrick turns around to look at you, Echo, and Tom. And you see that he's still fearful, right? As he says, yes, your other friends, the dwarf and the halfling, are already inside the house talking to my father. What can I possibly do for you?
How tall is Kendrick?
Probably like 5'7", 5'8". You know, you're looking at his
Okay.
face, he's like probably early 20s.
Okay, so he's over a foot taller than me, and then Pixel's 5 foot, so Pixel's gonna walk behind him and rub up against him, but not in a mean way, just directly behind him though.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna look at Tom and I'll go, I know you're good, at least at heart. I'm gonna look at Kendrick and go, I didn't mean to shoot to scare you. I know it worked, but you were trying to rush off. What is this business with you causing problems around town?
Kendrick kind of throws up his hands like, I had a sheltered childhood. Perhaps I'm just cutting up a little bit. I don't know anything about you guys, but I just like to hang out with my friends every now and again. But nothing of which will get the guards called on me, of course.
There's nothing wrong with hanging out with friends, but we just had a few questions for you. See if you knew some information.
There's an audible sigh coming from Kendrick as he looks at you, Tom. And what questions might you have for the glorious son of the famed Kendrick?
Mayhap you've heard of Sepik before?
As you say Sepik,
Sepik.
go ahead and roll me a insight check
Insight.
or perception, your choice.
Oh, the insight's alright. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, 22 insight. Sweet. With that 22 insight, you see kind of an eyebrow, like a very slight surprise on his face of the mention of the name before it kind of goes back to his like regular demeanor. As he says, yeah, it was that really weird and really cool looking bodyguard for Torg's traveling, like that merchant company that came by not too long ago. Why are you so interested in him? Seems pretty out of the blue. I'd reckon you'd be more interested about Torg's actual company, money and whatnot.
I just have some personal issues to solve with him. But you said he had the organization you work for was cool? Well, what's so cool about them?
Torg's traveling company. Oh, but what's cool about him?
Yeah.
Just like, you ever see one of those knights that are just really fucking cool? That would be
Can't say I
him.
have.
Well,
As he says that, you'll see Pixel just instantly snap into the tree and bite it and rip a chunk out.
what's your intent?
Just doing it as he says that, more so because it irritated Echo, talking about a knight bodyguard that's cool. No words,
Okay.
just doing that as Tom's talking.
Kendrick kind of jumps back a little bit, and just as Kendrick finishes pouring wine for Sheros and Theron, Sheros, Theron, you don't hear over the whistling wind of metal maws against a tree tearing it kind of apart from the outside. But Kendrick passes you both 2 glasses of a ruby red wine. As he says,
Now, what can I do for you?
Thank you very much for the drink, sir. We're here to just follow up and for a friend and hopefully get some information about an individual that they inquired about. By chance, could you tell us if anyone came through here with the family name Caltro?
Well, I know that Sefric was the bodyguard of Porga. I have ledgers from some of their trades that they partook here. What information do you need to know?
Sheros will look to Theron and then back to Kendrick and say, well, I think primarily we'd like to know which way they went after they came through here.
you see Kendrick raise an eyebrow. This is not necessarily perhaps odd information, but interesting enough that somebody would ask about it. As he says,
Well, it seems you both are in need of a service. Information. Perhaps a trade. I do know this information that you seek. Go. But if you can perhaps help me with my shithead son, I'll provide that information for you. I know that there's somebody or something corrupting that boy. He was such a sweet young man. But lately, over the last couple of months, he's had a complete turn in his personality, despite him still being charming to others.
I think we could take a shot at helping out with that. My friend here is a man of the cloth or something like that. He may be able to be of use.
Theron will somewhat hesitantly, but also very intrigued, sort of he'll look to the speaker and say, what exactly did you have in mind?
That boy sneaks off more nights than not. I don't know where he goes within the town, but I know he goes somewhere and he does something that's no good. I know my son, and that is not him. Perhaps some person, some woman, some man, who knows what, has his claws dug deep in him. If you can root out that issue for me, perhaps get rid or bring them to light, I will certainly provide you with the information that you need.
Sorry.
As he's saying that, I'm going to try the wine that he's given to us.
Gotcha. You try the wine, and it's sweet, like very sweet, almost not necessarily like sickly sweet, and it flows down your throat like water.
I will feign a look of satisfaction, as Sheros is probably used to something with a bit more bite to it than the dessert wine.
Yeah, exactly. A dessert wine. Switching back over to Tindrick, Echo, and Tom. Pixel just finished kind of like tearing another chunk from that tree there. As Tindrick kind of jumps a little bit back of seeing that and looks at you, Echo, and Tom. He kind of shrugs his shoulders as he says,
Listen, if you want to know more about Sefric, why don't you go ask my father? He's the one that deals with all that business. And I would very much like to clear my head. So please, if you would excuse me.
As he says that and jumps back, you see Echo grab his shoulder, but it's like a small child technically because he's a foot taller. Reach up, grab his shoulder as I turn towards Tom. And I look at Tom and go, "You're definitely a nice person. Sometimes you can't be as nice." As I give Tom a wink, hopefully Tindrick doesn't see it. And then I turn back towards Tindrick and I go, "You think I care about material things?" As I point my gun at Pixel and shoot. But Pixel already knows some holes will open and it goes through, and you watch Pixel just drop into the snow like it hit him. I look at Tindrick and I go, "That's my closest companion. If I shot him, how do you think I feel about you? All we heard throughout the town was how much you caused trouble. Now, why are you causing this trouble, and what is your problem?" As I hold the gun up towards him.
Okay, give me an intimidation check. Sheros Theron, you hear the crack of a pistol from outside. You have no idea what's going on, but Kendrick finished explaining all this information to you.
Oh yeah, 12.
I'm gonna just read Kendrick's body language to see if he's interested in that sound.
He tenses the fuck up, and he kind of stands up at the table, and he looks like he's about to bolt towards the door.
I will quickly try to put my hands up and hey, just relax. We'll go check it out. You stay here and we'll investigate, or at least Theron will.
I will piggyback off of that and say, we'll let the cleric check it out, and you provided a drink for me, so it's only fair I offer the same. We are in your home after all, and I will reach into my backpack and see if he's interested in trying a drink as almost as a distraction.
Well, I did not hear any screams, so perhaps it's another warning shot towards my son. But I must ensure he's safe.
Right, as he eyes you, kind of taking out the drink, but perhaps he's more concerned with the safety of his son. He's not leaving the building, but just goes towards one of the windows, right, and sees Echo holding his son, essentially kind of hostage in a way, right? Kendrick turns to you, Sheros and Theron, seeing this all at the same time. He says,
"Your friend out there is threatening my son. Go stop him, please." Sheros,
Theron, what do you guys do?
Sheros is probably as equally concerned at that news, probably wasn't expecting anyone to be held at gunpoint in this interaction, and he will start making his way for the door just to see better what's going on.
Okay. Theron, how about you?
Theron will look to the speaker real quick and say that we will we'll take him up on his offer, and just reiterate that we have we have business intentions with Torgus Trading Company,
Love it.
and we obviously miss them. That's why we're seeking them out. So we'll take his offer, and then I'll reassure him that we'll go make sure his son's okay.
Excellent explanation there. Echo, back to you. Shot goes off. Pixel's head opens up, right? Pretending to be dead. Kendrick is thoroughly intimidated here. He's like on his tippy toes. How do you issue this command once again, Echo?
All right. So as all of that's going on, do I see Theron and Sheros coming out at all?
Just
I know it's
about.
all within a split second. Okay.
Yeah, this is
So
all
just
kind of happening
about.
at the
So
same
what
time.
as I glance over and see them, you see me toss the gun towards them as I look at Tendrick, and then I'm not going to cast Shocking Grasp, but you see my hands start to electrify, and I go, I don't need that to take care of you. I'm here to ask you questions on what is causing these problems. Why are you doing all of everything, even though your dad's a drunk? I understand what's going on. Your mother drowned, but what is in it for you?
You see Tom raises his hand slightly, and you seem to be pretty friendly with the guy I asked about earlier.
Okay. Echo and Tom, both of you guys give me intimidations. You can do it at advantage. Just as Sheros and Theron, you make your way outside, and as Echo has tossed his pistol kind of like off to the distance, you see him kind of hiking up / down Hendrick here from like his
20.
little small stature. All right.
18.
No worries. It's a good enough average between the two rolls there. As Tendrick throws up his hands, in like a surrenderance after being barraged by questions between Echo and Tom. As he begins stuttering. He was like, I don't know. We hang out by the lake. There's a couple of individuals that I answer to. Kendrick is absolutely fucking terrified.
As soon as he says that, I'll look at Tom and give him another wink with my right eye because my left side's facing Kendrick, and I'll go, Who is it that you exactly respond to? And then as I see Theron and the dad and everyone looking out, and I'll go, that's not a real gun. Pick it up, pull the trigger. Nothing will shoot. It's my magic at play.
I'll pick it up as he says that, but I will grab the wrong end as Sheros has probably never seen a gun before.
It's made mundane of like animal parts. So it literally just looks like someone took different bones and claws and put it together.
Okay.
Okay. And Tendrick provides that information. Yeah. As he says, there's 4 people that came from the north. They started talking about Oriel and her works across Icewind, and I bought into it. I don't think they're bad fellows, but obviously my father thinks otherwise. So does the town. So what you know is that there's 4 other individuals that he mentioned. Perhaps has a outpost of some sort on the outskirts of the lake. So probably easily within walking distance. Perhaps this was his original destination before the party stopped Kendrick from walking off. Sheros, Theron, you all hear this information that Kendrick divulged about 4 individuals, of which he names, came here recently to Goodmead and are maybe associated with Oriel.
Tom's gonna ask him, you said you answered they have you do things? What kind of things do they have you do?
He stutters a little bit. Steal things every now and again. Rough some people up.
And you wonder why people don't like you.
After that passes, you'll see me look at Tom, look at Tendrick, and I'll give a whistle, and you'll see Pixel's head go back together as he stands up. And then I brush Tendrick's shoulder off and go, "You think I'd shoot my best friend? You're crazy," as I cast heroism on him. And I look at him and go, "Son, your father may be a drunk, but you need to be a good role model to set him back his right way. You should take after this guy," as I point to Tom and I start to slowly walk away towards the group and go, "Can I have my gun back?"
Sheros will hand it back to you.
Yeah, take after me.
Tom, you smell the faintest hint of like urine come from Tendrick from that
Oh
altercation.
no.
As like
Okay.
a little yellow like pool kind of wets the snow underneath his left foot. As he looks down in shame.
As he begins to try to walk into that same direction of his original intent. But Theron, Sheros, you all reconvene.
What real quick
Kendrick,
while
let's say,
all
is
that's
out of
happening.
earshot. Yep, go ahead. Sorry.
Theron is paying extremely close attention to the route that he's taking
Love it.
as best that he can.
Excellent. Yes, you are paying attention to the direction, and you take a look at a couple of his footprints that are closer towards that door, where you're able to easily make out his distinct, more like fancy, like winter boot. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Follow the yellow trail.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow the yellow trail. Love it.
As he walks away, I'm going to drop my concentration on heroism, though.
Does Pixel keep the temporary HP? I think it does temporary HP, right?
Yeah, I didn't shoot him. Like I said, he opened up, so I shot through him.
Yeah, okay. So Tendrick eventually disappears from view. As you all reconvene, Sheros Kendrick partakes in the beverage that you laid out for him.
Okay, yeah.
He's sitting back at the table, just like head down, shaking it, but he's fairly certain that a group of adventurers can track down whoever's corrupting his son and bringing them to justice, perhaps.
Was Sheros close enough to hear that
Shit, my bad, guys.
final bit?
Sorry, if I'm ever on like the voice mod or whatever, and it's like not my actual voice, just let me know, because I do like 1, 2, 3, 4 like hotkey it. So just let me know to switch back to the clean mic. So
Okay.
I don't know how long I was like in a voice mod for.
Not too long.
Saying all that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so-
Was Sheros close enough to hear that last bit from Tendrick about the that deeds he was doing for those other people?
yes, 100%.
Okay. Yeah, as Kendrick takes a sip of Sheros' drink, I'll just say, stiff drink to ease a tense situation seems to be the right thing.
Did Sheros go back inside, or are we all still outside of the building?
I think we're all walking back in, right? As he said he was taking a drink.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Are we?
I mean, you guys can be heading back inside if you want, but you can also just take a quick shot outside. You guys have all the information that you need. Kendrick's
I was
there if for any follow-up questions. But
Echo's
I'll
kind of
leave it up.
on a mission to say something to Kendrick while Sheriff says that stuff to him.
Before, if we're going back inside, before we all going back in, Theron will just try really quick to update Tom and Echo on the plan, basically as it is currently.
Okay, and then
Just-
Theron heard everything outside, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think
Of him, yeah, correct. Of him, like mentioning the location and what he has been doing.
I'll look at Theron and go, "We have an action for this plan." As I start to walk in the door, is Sheriff's having that drink with Kendrick right now?
I believe
Yep.
so.
Yeah. So yeah. So Kendrick. and
Before I
Cheryl
say
can be
anything, I want to
sharing
know
that
what
drink.
Kendrick says back to Sheriff after the drink.
Kendrick looks up from his drink. He's very red-faced right now as he says to Sheros,
Oh, it seems that argument is over and another one's soon to start with that boy. Please bring him back. And if you can find whoever's corrupting him, I would be most appreciative. He is such a good boy. I know there's so much good in him.
Jaros will tell Kendrick, I believe all of us are many things. We will help where we can.
I was gonna say, it appears he's gotten himself in the wrong crowd.
As Tom and Cheryl say that, I'll reach forward towards Kendra's glass, and when I grab it, I'll cast Shocking Grasp to break it and go, I didn't mean to harm your child or scare him. Seems like he peed himself a little bit out there, but you need to set a better role model as a father if you want him to go in the right direction. As I look at Tom and go, that guy, good guy. Cheryl's good guy. He drinks a lot, but you shouldn't. You need to set a good example as Echo walks out the door.
There's tears that wells up in Kendrick's eyes as you turn away, Echo, unknowing, as you're like turned away just as things are getting teared up. Seeing his drink spilled on the table, Kendrick says,
it is hard to watch the woman that you love die before your very eyes. Harder yet to be judged for how best to cope with it. I do not wish this upon you or anyone else. Perhaps.
As he sees that, Echo turn around and open up his coat and goes, you see this? I've seen plenty of people I love die. As he cuts down and you see a little bit of his skin separate. Been alive for longer than you have. It doesn't get easier, but you need to learn how to accept it.
He looks back with a little bit of disgust mixed with disdain, if anything. Sheros, Theron, Tom, you all see this demeanor change and the tears welling up in Kendrick's eyes as well. As his thoughts are perhaps elsewhere, as he hasn't reached for another drink or anything like that. But his mind is definitely settled onto the past right now, perhaps even reliving a very traumatic event in his life.
Sheros will put a hand on Kendrick's shoulder and tell him it's important to honor those that are gone, but you mustn't let their absence consume you.
Tom's gonna say, I know it's hard to get over loss, but you need to be here for the people that you still have left. Otherwise, they're going to be lost to you too.
I do not wish to lose my boy. But whatever has a grip on him must be broken, please. I will take all of your words to heart, no matter how harsh the truth may be.
As he says, like, no matter how harsh the truth may be, he kind of puts his head into his hands and kind of starts rubbing his temples.
We will do what we can for your boy. We're a capable group, and I think we'll be able to lend him some aid.
Okay, excellent. Anything else anybody wants to close off with before I change scenes?
As we all walk outside, I look at the group and I go, I'm sorry for being rude, but I don't like playing games. I get straight to the answers. I may have pushed too hard, but at least we got what we needed to know.
Your Sheriff will look at Echo with a smile and say, your words are similar to Theron's tool of choice, the hammer. Sometimes being blunt is the best course of action, my friend.
Echo will laugh and go, they told me my brains were too good for me, but we'll see. Time will only tell.
I'm
guys
gonna
are-
pitch in and be
You
like,
guys are fucking awesome. I love it. I love you guys already so much. You guys are fucking amazing.
Tom's
Go
gonna
ahead.
pitch in and to talk to Echo. Is like, I can tell that you're a bit on the blunt end, but you have good intentions at heart. You didn't harm anyone. You just wanted what was best for everybody.
Everybody, you guys get heroic inspiration. Everybody gets one.
Sweet.
Theron,
Excellent interactions between all of you. Good job. You keep going, Theron.
Theron, who's kind of been standing at the door, just trying to get looking out,
Mhm.
scanning the village, just trying to get a better layout or understanding of the layout. He's gonna look to Echo and Sharos and say that while sometimes the hammer breaks, the hammer also forges steel. And
Well said, my friend.
suggest that we draw up a plan of action to figure out where this or who these people are that are messing with Tendra.
Love it. Theron, give me a survival with advantage and add 5 to your roll.
So that's 22 plus 5, 27.
27. Love it. From the description, so Theron, you know the exact location from not only the description that Hendrik gave when he was being interrogated by Echo and Tom, but you are expertly able to pinpoint each of his tracks leading to that location. There's no way possible that you guys would get lost in transit at all. Even if he attempted to try to hide his tracks, perhaps, with that 27, you're able to easily see past it. Okay. But if you guys wanted to come up with plans on the way there, I'll give you guys a couple of minutes here to come up with any plans before I open up to the next scene. When you guys are ready, you let me know, and then I'll transition to that scene by the lake, essentially.
If we're going to talk about plans, talk about what everyone's good at.
Yeah. Go for it.
I'll say for Echo, I'm pretty good midliner. My character himself does a lot of range shooting, but I also have good cantrips for up close, and then my steel defender also attacks up close. So I can play the mix.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
Tom's gonna be primarily wild shaping, so I'm gonna be frontliner, but I do have some spells I can cast while in wild shape, so I do have a little bit of mid play, but mainly up front.
Okay.
Yeah,
I only got
Sharos
2 spell slots left because I used one for the character.
Okay. Yeah, Sharos is close to mid range and just kind of like a blend of offense and defense.
Theron can literally be anything, but I'm going to try to lean more into support and utility stuff.
After hearing that, I'll look at the group and I'll go, I think me and Tom would be a good group to mix with if we split up to try to pincher someone.
Okay, I got you. And you guys won't necessarily be splitting up the group here, but I'll present you the map and give you. Yeah, I got you. I'm going to give you guys some. When I flip to the next map, I'll let you guys position yourselves how you will because of all this planning. Okay.
Okay.
Hearing Echo mention that he's slightly not to his full arcanic capabilities, Theron would recommend or suggest potentially a short rest. If that's something that you benefit from.
Nah, it's all right. So I will just tell you a lot of my spells that I pick for my character, as like I'm saying right now, Echo's more of a support when it comes to spells. Everything else is more offensive, like when it comes to my actions and my bonus actions.
Okay.
And his spells will recharge on a long rest, not a short rest. We don't have any warlock.
I don't think we have. Yeah,
we don't have any warlocks here. But excellent. Everybody knows each other's abilities. Let me pause this for a second. Open up to
because my construct has a special called repair, and it repairs constructs. So technically, you repair him and me.
No, it's a different like mending type stuff. Doesn't work for not player characters.
Not
type
mending.
Stuff.
Not mending. The battlesmith, his thing itself has a thing called repair, and it works on constructs.
Okay, I'll say like that ability from your Still Defender can work on you, but mending will not. Because I know like there's some people about
No, that's
like
perfectly
mending will
fine.
cause.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay. Let me open up the scene here. Right. As you guys are approaching this location, you see it out probably 100, maybe 200 feet. You're approaching on the sly, so you haven't been noticed. You do see Hendrik like by a frozen like patch, like cabbage patch essentially, surrounded by 3 other individuals that all seem to be in very heavy winter coats. You see the glint of steel underneath them, right? They're obviously armed. You guys were coming up with a plan. You guys can position yourselves as you will on the map. If you guys wanted to actually have conversation, perhaps you can, but that's up to you and your planning. What would you guys like to do and your positioning?
So we all saw Tendrick before. We can see them from here, right?
Yep, you can see them from here, but I'm gonna say they haven't noticed you guys on the approach just yet. But if you delay, I'll start rolling some perceptions.
Where'd you say we're to the south here?
Yeah, if you zoom out, you can see us. Or
I'll look at Tom and go, do you want to go in the back right towards the north to circle behind? Because he knows us. He doesn't really know Therion and Sharon too much.
yeah, like go behind the cottage or whatever.
Yeah,
Or try to.
Here, I'll ping real quick for us talking about like over here.
Yeah.
Right.
That works. Yeah.
Yep, and of course, feel free to move your characters and stuff like that. And then once we get everybody into position that we want, then we'll go ahead and roll the scene. Okay, so like kind of approaching from the east, kissing
by the
the
dock
lake there. Yep.
Actually,
I can't see any.
Can Tom wild shape into a crag cat and try to be stealthy?
I'm sorry, give me a second. Well, who said they can't see the map?
I can see the map. I can't see any tokens or any.
Oh, really?
Refresh.
Can you see pinging at all? Can you see this?
I saw
this.
Yeah, I see the ping. I don't see.
Here, let me.
So that's where you're at. Just to give you a good while you're refreshing. This is where you're at.
Okay.
This is the spots of the enemies, and then this last one right here is Tendrick. But these 3 right here will 4 are the enemies.
Okay.
Just to give you a good view in case it doesn't refresh.
And I just refreshed on my end, or like the host map. Did the tokens appear for you yet?
They have not.
If not, we can just do the quick like ping thing every time for you to let you know.
Hold on. Let me try adding some. So if I add a token like in the center there, I added another copy of Theron and Sheros. Did that appear for you?
Did not. I saw the ping again, but I don't see any tokens.
And is it?
Worst comes to worst, we can just ping for them.
Hold on, Kenny. Is it like a black screen?
No, I can see the map. Let me close it out and launch the thing. That is still a negative, Ghost Rider.
That's weird. I've had the opposite where it shows like the things but never a black map.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Okay. So if I add a couple extra tokens there, nothing?
Nothing now.
If he adds it, would he be able to see it?
No, players don't have the ability to add tokens other than like their own player characters there. Okay.
Gotcha.
And I imagine John and Tim, you guys aren't in the same house playing.
We're not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I wish.
Okay, I gotcha.
If people
sure, because I can add stuff because I just added a character.
Okay.
He might be able to add them if he tries. Click on the little character icon right next to the bottom of the left.
Yep.
And then on monsters, type tough.
Token.
Did you add yourself there, Tim? Or
okay. Yeah.
Can you see him now?
No.
Oh fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, here's how something else we can do. A nice little workaround. Maybe a little bit more of a hassle, but if you go onto your phone and just like type in D&D Beyond, get to your character sheet and go to the maps, you can pull up the map like on your phone, so you can still potentially see. Yeah.
Says it could be something with like your cash and cookies.
That's what I'm doing on my iPad. Is what he said.
Yeah. And if that doesn't work, then we'll still roll it, but I will like tell you exactly where tokens are, so you can still have all of your turns and stuff like that. Okay. It's just gonna look pretty weird on your screen, but I'm pretty sure it'll come up on your phone.
How?
But you have to actually go to like a Google. You can't do it from the D&D Beyond app. So you actually have to open up a web page.
I'm doing it right now.
I've got it, Kenny. I've got it.
Okay, D&D Beyond. Set all. Logged in. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, and then when you
Alright,
pull it up from the phone, it should still have that play button.
Let's see.
Were you able to find it?
I'm still trying to get the campaign pulled up.
Okay, I gotcha. Actually, even from
You
like
load yours to the
even from the campaign tab, you can also launch the virtual tabletop there. Yeah, you'll see like Icewind, and right under, launch VTT versus like right next to the view campaign button. You can do it from there too.
Trying to find
Like it looks like
my tab.
Oh, here actually. Do.
Oh, here we go.
You found it?
Campaign. Launch VTT.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Okay. I can see everything now.
You can see everything now, and then hopefully
Yep,
your
so I'll
computer
just-
like refreshes and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So these Tufts and Tundrick, they're kind of circled up in they're in a circle, right? And you can hear them clearly, like Echo and Tom, since you're the closest there. They're discussing you guys and your interactions you had with Tundrick, right? Sheros, Theron, what do you guys do, and where would you be positioned? Since I know Echo and Tom were able to position themselves where they wanted. Where would you two like to be positioned?
Knowing that they are kind of taking up like a pincer maneuver, we talked about that. Sheros is, I guess we quickly talk about it with Theron if he thinks it's a bad idea, but he was just going to go talk to them.
I would assume Theron would assume based on hearing Tendrick talk about how they're basically ruffians and up to no good. I would assume there's going to be a fight, and I would probably caution Sheros against just walking straight up there, but I don't think giving them a chance to, do the whatever, walk away, leave is a bad thing. So if you feel confident, Sheros, I'll back you up.
Whether it's with words or fists, I'll need to be close to them one way or the other to talk.
It's fair.
Incredible. So Echo
I'll-
and Tom.
I'll-
Yep, you're going to support Theron.
Yep, from just like maybe 15 to 20 feet behind it.
Gotcha. Echo, Tom, since I'm going to count you guys as like hidden right now, like out of sight, out of mind. If and when initiative pops off, then you two alone can have advantage on your initiative rolls. Everybody else will roll flat. Okay.
Okay.
Sharon, you begin your approach towards the Tufts, and you guys can control your characters about how far you want to get there. But you do catch their attention. And Tendrick, kind of who is sitting on top of like the gate, kind of jumps up from it. And as he jumps up, you, Cheryl, see the clang of a sword that kind of hits the back of that gate there onto his hip now. As he points over to you, he's like, "That's one of the little assholes, and that one too. There were two others, but I don't see them anywhere."
Trying to hold their attention, I will just respond to Tendrick and say, "Your father's asked us to try and talk to you.
Yeah, well, my father's also a bitch and a cunt, just like you. And you knew his demeanor was terrified at his house, but him being surrounded by some of these other goons, there's definitely a stronger sense of, hey, I can stand up for myself now because I have others to help protect me. What do you do, Sheros? As Tindrick is hurling insults at you.
Sheros will just sigh defeatedly, kind of seeing that negotiations are out the window, and he'll just say, well, you've made yellow snow today, so I guess you'll make red as well.
Let's roll for initiative. Love it. That was a good zinger.
Not my best roll, but that's all right.
18.
Okay.
I got a 5. Tom got 5.
Okay. And then Pixel will share your initiative, Echo.
Yeah, it just goes right after me.
Yeah, right after you. So I got 1.
Put the cleric in front.
Cheryl,
Being declared tied. Let's go.
remember, Tom, you have an advantage on your initiative rolls here, so go ahead and give me one more.
I rolled
one more
2.
roll.
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I see.
I rolled 2.
Okay. Okay,
I did.
yeah,
I rolled
yeah,
twice.
and you got double 18s. Okay, gotcha. All right, so everybody is as they are. Okay, gotcha. So we're at the top of the order here. Echo, you hear the negotiations break down. You're the first to act, followed by Theron.
Where am I? Right.
20. I'm gonna shoot tough B. Oh, that might miss. I think that misses. Yep.
Your shot from your pistol just goes wide.
First shot flies wide, and then my bonus action will make Pixel attack. Already measured enough to go for 12.
Okay. Bonus action, you sick Pixel on one of these toughs who turns around.
Oh,
Okay.
that's their
Hits
AC.
Pixel,
Okay.
locks onto his leg, causing 8 points of damage. Love it. The tough screams out in pain.
And
Anything
then
else?
I will also move my extra. I moved 25, so 30 right here, and my turn.
Okay, Theron, it's your go.
Okay. Theron is going to move up. Actually, sorry, I'm like trying to measure on the computer and. Okay, I'm gonna move.
You know,
It's
hard
harder
to see. It's hard to see the squares.
Yeah, it's hard to see the squares because of the snow, but there are in 5-foot increments there if you like zoom in a little bit.
Okay, that was gonna be my question because the measurement and the squares are definitely different from what I've calculated.
I gotcha.
So, I will let's see, move up right here.
Oh, that's hard. I changed the color. of the
Okay,
square.
I think tough A, C, and D are within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, what spell
What
you
I
want to
can-
cast?
Yep.
You guys are gonna see Theron bite the tip of his thumb and smear a little drop of blood across his first 3 fingers. Hold out his bloody palm and cast Bane. Tough A, C, and D.
Gotcha. Was
Oh, yeah.
Charisma 13? All right, this
Charisma
is tough
13.
A. Fails. B, or rather C, fails. Come on, D, fail as well. Okay, so D passes, so he's not baned, but you bane C and A here.
Oh yeah.
What does this look like as this bane takes hold and you're concentrating on this spell?
So you see him bite his finger and draw the blood, and it sort of mixes with like a deep orange magma-y color, and red sort of infuses with it, makes it a bit darker as it kind of lights his hand up, and he mutters some arcane words.
Love it. And a orange shimmer kind of washes over tough A and tough C as you see some of their shoulders, their shoulders slack a little bit as if some of their strength has been lost. And I believe it's 1d4 on their attacks and saves. Love it. Anything else there on?
That's it. I will just ready myself.
Gotcha. Enemies go. Tendrick, seeing you, Echo, come up behind. A scowl crosses his face. I'm gonna get you, bastard. He rushes you, and he's going to go ahead and make 2 attacks with the short sword that he pulls out from underneath him. As he pulls it out, the 13, which I believe misses, and then a 22, which will get past your guard. Any reactions?
He can hit me as a pussy. I'm gonna use the reaction from Steel Defender to attack at him though.
I think you have to be within. The reaction's weird because it gives disadvantage when somebody's within 5 feet, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay,
that's only
so-
for attacking. I think for attacking.
Gotcha.
Not bad. You're good.
So you're going to take 3 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage. Okay. From the 2 attacks there. That's going to end Tendrick's go. Tufts are going to go. This Tuft is going to, I got your back, boss. He caused Tendrick, boss. He rushes you. This one's going to stay over here. This one's going to rush at you, Theron. And this one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to dash. So C is not going to be able to attack. Tough B is going to come in showing a mace. He has pack tactics, so he's going to attack at advantage against you, Echo, for a 19 to hit. As the mace clips your
Bonus
side.
action. I'll use my reaction shield.
Okay. Shimmering force appears, deflecting the mace strike. Tough D is going to bring its mace down on top of Pixel for a 12, which I believe misses.
Yep.
Yes,
15.
AC is 15. Pixel just jumps to the side. Tough A. Hypneron, go ahead and roll a 1d4 for me, and this is going to take away from his roll. Ooh, fuck. Damn, it's gonna hit. It's a natural 20. First natural 20 from the enemy. But it's only 2d6 plus 2.
Okay, I would.
Yeah. So it's
6.
4 points of bludgeoning damage, and then I need you to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration on Bane.
What's the...
You got it.
Make it.
Okay. Con save. Oh. Where's... Take that.
Yes. All right. Sweet. Still concentrating on Bane. That's going to end all of the bosses' go. Sheros, it's your go. As this Tough is like breathing heavy as he just dashed up to you. What do you do?
Yeah, Sheros is paying attention primarily to the one that has just squared up against Theron. And I'm going to do patient defense and spend a focus point so I can be disengaged and dodging with my bonus action. I'm going to move up to A in support of Theron, and I will use my remaining action to try and crack him with my staff.
Love it. Go ahead and make your attacks.
All right, let's see here. Quarterstaff. It's a 16.
16 hits. You crack this Tough right against the side of the leg. It kind of bends him down as it hits hard. How much damage?
Oh, okay. So it's got a D6 or a D8. Do I need to call whether I'm two-handing or one-handing?
That's fine. You're not wielding a shield or anything, so I'm always going to default to two-handed.
Okay,
so go ahead and roll your D8.
Ooh, a 1. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, sweet. So 4 points of damage there against him. And then go ahead and move your character whichever side you want to be on. Anything else, Sheros?
No, that's going to be it for me. I will go right.
If any attacks go your way, just remind me that they have disadvantage because of that dodge, I believe, until the start of your next turn.
I'll double check, but I think you're right.
Okay, I gotcha. Tom, it's your go.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to wild shape it to a crag cat.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Here you go. Ooh, big cat.
Oh, that's big.
And I'm going to instantly run towards Tough B and pounce on him. Well, it says pounce is one of my traits. If I move at least 20 feet in a straight line towards a creature and I hit it with a claw attack, it knocks him prone.
Love it. It'll automatically knock him prone. No saves. Come on. Let's go ahead and make that attack roll.
All right, so the attack roll +5. So just do a d20 and then add 5.
Fucking leaping over Tendrick and Echo, landing on the other side of this Tough.
8.
Let's see. 8 plus. What's the to hit?
+5.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. How much damage?
Let's see here. Claw attack is 1d8 +3.
D8 plus 3. Me.
So 5.
The initiative, and then Tom had initiative 5. Okay, love it. And good damage there. And he's now prone, so melee attacks against him will have advantage. I have to note that by going like that.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Okay, top of the order here with Echo.
I'm gonna look Tendrick in the eyes as I swing at Tough B. Which I have to swing for. I see what I say.
Nice.
And as I
Hand axe
swing,
connects.
I'm gonna look at him and go, "You think you can take us on? We're here to take your head or their head. We'll bring you home. Depends on whatever you want to say." Bonus action Pixel's going for D.
Love it. No, your hand axe digs into the back of the Tough as Tom, as the crag cat holds him down, but the 8's gonna miss.
Pixel missed. I don't feel like moving. I'll stay there and so Pixel.
Okay, gotcha. Theron, it's your go. But B is
After that
bloody.
after that hit from Tough A, I'm going to raise my hammer and attempt to strike him with it.
Fuck yeah. And after this fight, we'll take like a 10-minute break and then keep pressing on. 14, that hits. You crack him right in the knee. You feel his patella, his little kneecap there shatter from your strike. Ooh. 8 points of damage. He is bloodied.
And I will bonus action Searing Smite.
Fuck yeah, send it. Go ahead and roll damage, and I think he does a save at the start of his turn.
Let's go. So it's 6 fire damage, and then it's a con save. What is it? Next turn, he takes 1d6 fire and then makes a con save.
Yep. Okay. So additional 1d6 at the start of his turn, as you fucking sends the shit out of his knee. He screams in pain. Anything else there on?
I will just bring my shield back up and expect another attack coming.
Love it. Tendrick here is going to stay situated in front of you, Echo. He's first going to try to knock you down with knockdown. So I need a DC 12 strength saving throw as he tries to kind of sweep your legs to knock you prone and deal a little bit of damage. DC 12. Nice. So you're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage and have the prone condition here as he sweeps you from your feet. And then 1 short sword attack at advantage coming down. It's like, I've trained for this. I'll have your head, fool. For a 19.
Reaction shield.
I think your second shield comes up, blocking it. Hendrick's blade just deflects right off. Tough B over here is going to stand up. Right? And then attack the crag cat or you, Tom. Not at advantage because not within 5 feet. So a 13, but your AC 16 right now. Just yes, the mace kind of just hits the tough hide of this crag cat here. Just doesn't do anything to you. Tough A. Ooh, he's looking real hurt. He's gonna take 1 more swing at you, Theron, because you fucked him up good and smited him. But roll 1d4 for the minus because you rolled a 13. Your AC is 18. Doesn't matter. Bane succeeds. He misses. Tough C over here is going to attack at disadvantage against you, Sharos, because you see him coming. He's want to back up his friend here. Misses with a 9. You expertly dodge out of the way. D here is going to swing his mace 1 more time at Pixel for a 17, which hits. Pixel's going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. That's going to end the enemy's turns as you hear them shout out, "Boss, what do you want us to do with him? We can't kill him in town, but we can certainly drown him." Sharos, your go.
Still on Tough A, I'm going to do an unarmed attack with my action. Let's see here. Rolling low. All right. I will spend a focus point to do a flurry of blows. My bonus.
Your hook goes wide, but you come around for 2 straight jabs at his kidney.
Ooh, that's 1.
First one just gets caught up in his coat. You pull
my
back.
Goodness.
Oh, second one gets caught up in his coat one more time. Okay.
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Tom, your go.
I'm going to bite Tough B. +5 to hit. That definitely hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits. As you sink your teeth right into him, he's already bloodied.
And that's 1d10 plus 3. All right. 10. Oh, 4 points of damage.
Plus 4 points of damage there. Okay. So he takes it as you sink your teeth into him. But you don't get to the bone. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, top of the order. Echo, you're prone.
Am I grappled or am I just prone?
No, you're just prone.
All right, I'm gonna stand up, reach towards Tough B, swing. That's gonna hit for 5.
No, but
Is he still up or down?
He's barely hanging on.
All right. Pixel's gonna. I'm a bonus action. Command Pixel attack Tough B, so Tough D will have a attack of opportunity.
Okay. Yep. And Tough D is gonna take a swing for a 20. Pixel's gonna take 4
That'll
points
hit.
of bludgeoning damage just right on the tail.
All right, and then he's gonna swing at Tough B. That will miss. And then I'm gonna look at Tendrick and go, I don't care about you. You're collateral.
Collateral. I'll turn you into collateral for Ardial. He proclaims back. Theron's your go.
I'm going to try to drop Tough A with another hammer strike.
Let's go. Oh, and also takes 1d6 damage just right from the go. Or is that at the start of his turn?
His turn.
His turn. Okay, yep, keep going, sorry. Nice, 14 connects.
Okay. Big number, big.
Sweet, 5 points of damage. And he is barely hanging on. You know that the singe that's coming is probably going to end him. Okay.
Okay. I will just maintain a ready position. I'll look to Sheros and tell him to drop him on the next turn.
Love it. Anything else there on?
I'm good.
Gotcha. Tendrick looks to you, Echo, as he says, I know you love this mutt. You'll watch it die first. And it's going to turn and make 2 short sword attacks against Pixel here. So 13, which misses, clings right off his armor, and 12 also misses, clings right off of his armor. You see him taking it back.
Pixel's mouth open, and Pixel laughs just like me, like it was my voice coming out.
Cool.
Love it. Tough B, however, is going to use his pack tactics against you, Echo, right? Attacking at advantage.
Pixel's going to use his reaction to make it flat.
Love it. Let me reroll. Just reroll that flat.
So that would have been a 2 plus 4. No, use the other one, the 2 plus 4, if you're going to do the advantage.
Well, effects on rerolls a little bit different and whatnot. I'll say it's a normal hit and not a crit on this one, but I need you to call the reaction before the attack actually goes off. Same thing for guys, if you have the lucky feat, I want you to call lucky before you actually roll. They changed it up from 2014 where it's like a reactive thing. You need to use it preactively. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say it's gonna be a normal hit instead of a crit on the reroll, right? So it's gonna be 5 points of damage to you, Echo.
Sounds good. Did it?
Tough A is going to roll your damage. Theron, roll your searing smite damage here. 5 points.
5.
That will do it. How do you do it, or do you want to kill this person? Or do you want to just knock him unconscious? What do you do, Theron? Realizing that you're the first one to take somebody down.
After them charging us and him dealing the first blow, I feel no remorse for that, and I'll just watch him burn away from the magical kind of. It has a bit of a magma type vibe to it, and I'll just watch him singe to the ground.
He screams out in pain as his body collapses like a sack of potatoes. Tough C is taken aback at the brutality. He says, "Boss, they're not taking prisoners. We'll show them no mercy too." Tough C's go here. He is going to just make one swing at you, Theron, as you just ended his buddy for a 13, which dings right off the back of your armor. Tough D over here is going to close the distance with you, the Crag Cat, and make one swing at you with its mace. It says, "Get off my friend," for a 7, which doesn't do anything to you. Sheros, it's your go.
I'm gonna launch an unarmed attack against the is that C? Yep, against C. My action. That's better.
Yeah, that smacks right into him. Hell yeah.
For 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's very bloodied.
All right. And then kind of riding the momentum, I'll come around for a roundhouse kick with my bonus action.
Love it.
Another
19.
14.
That hits square in the fucking jaw. You feel it give as you break his jaw. He's like, oh, as he's barely hanging on there.
All right. And I will end my turn with that.
Okay. Tom, it's your go.
I'm gonna attack Tough B again. I'm going just another. Let's do another spite attack.
Another bite attack. He's already looking really hurt. This might get him.
That's 10. That misses.
Oh, 10 misses. He just dodges to the left of your bite
Did
there.
not mean to re-roll. Ignore that.
I
one.
gotcha. Echo, your go. Start of your turn. B's barely hanging on. Tindrick
Swing
has
at
not gotten
B.
hit yet.
14. Oh, hit. Hit B for. Oh, damn. Max damage, 9.
That will do it there. How do you do it?
As you see the axe come kind of out of Echo's side as he grabs it, he swings it up, slams it into Tough B's chin, brings it back to his side, pulls it in as he looks at Tindrick and goes, I don't care about you, as he runs by
Okay.
towards Tough D.
One opportunity attack.
And then I'm going to use Pixel's reaction to make that well, you already missed, but it doesn't matter. I already said it.
Gotcha. It misses. Pixels go.
Pixel's turn. My bonus action attack. I'll make him attack Tendrick just because he's there. More for to hold him still. That will hit. Hits for minimal damage, 6.
6 points. It bites into his leg as Tindrick says, "Coward, you run." Anything else, Echo?
As he says that, I look back and go, I'm not running. We don't care about you. We're here to keep you alive for your father, even though you're worthless.
I love it. Incredible. Theron, it's your go.
That was quick. Okay. If I just move slightly, am I close enough to see that it'll be a reaction?
You know what? Just for clarity's sake, I'm gonna say he's inside this zone right here. Just for clarity's sake, there. So no, you will not provoke an opportunity attack from C.
Okay, God. Okay, I will shit. Oh God, I mean to move him.
All good.
The screen's so small. I'm gonna shift slightly over to maintain a reactionary gap in Sharos, and then I'm going to hit Tough D with a Sacred Flame.
Fuck yeah. Deck save?
Yep, 13.
Fails, full damage.
Oh, yeah.
As the snow melts around his feet, as like this magma-like flame appears for 6 points of damage, sending him to a bloodied condition. Love it. Anything else there on?
I'll just hold my ground.
Okay. Hendrick's turn over here. He's going to try to just make 2 short swords against Pixel. And then you see him eyeing perhaps an escape route. 7, which misses.
Missed.
And then a 9, which misses. And then he's going to move his movement speed of 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kind of get around the corner. An opportunity attack. Well, no, Pixel already used his reaction for this turn.
Pixel, when I was reading it earlier, when I said it, his only reaction is to make disadvantage if they're within 5 feet attacking someone, so he doesn't get an opportunity attack.
Okay. Tough C's over here battling you, Sharos, but he sees his leader disengaging, so he's going to take the disengage action. He says, "I'll link up with you, boss." He's going to move his 30 feet, ending right there at the edge of this thing, but he took the disengage action, so no attacks of opportunity. Tough D, however, is in a bit of a tougher spot, seeing no way to escape. He's going to take a swing at the crag cat here, seeing it just... No, actually, Echo just killed Tough B, not the crag cat, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a 20 for 3 points of bludgeoning damage there.
All right.
He's going to stay put. Sharos, it's your go.
I'm going to pull out a dart and throw it at. I'm aiming for the back of the knee for C, tough C.
Hell yeah.
Let's see
Fucking
what we
dart
got.
his ass.
Oh, that is low. All right.
It hits a piece of wood just next to him. The tough puts up
You
his
got
middle
inspiration.
finger.
Re-roll it.
Oh yeah, I'll use my inspiration if I can.
Use your inspiration. Love it. Yeah, certainly.
All right, so I just roll again, right?
Come on, hit.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, just goes wide
So
there.
close. So close.
Yeah, so
All right.
close.
Sheriff will just whisper to himself, I need to work on my aim. And I will use, I don't know if I have enough movement to, I got 30 feet. Let's see.
You were able to get right up on his ass.
All right,
Run
then
him
I'll use
down,
my
Sharos.
bonus action to unarmed strike and going for the knee again, trying to dislocate it.
Okay, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Boom. That's better.
Yeah, we like that.
It's 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. She's barely hanging on.
All right.
Okay,
And that's the end of my turn.
Tom, here you go.
Noticing Tendrick trying to escape, I'm going to take the opportunity attack, but I'm going to run towards Tendrick and try to just jump on him to hold him down.
Okay, love it. 19 to hit. So I believe that's going to hit
that
you
hits.
for 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you close the distance, getting right up to Tendrick. Go ahead and make your attack while he just sees this fuck off crag cat just charging his ass down.
Just make like a basic attack roll? Or...
Yes, right? That's your to hit for
yeah.
your pounce. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever.
I'm
Like
prone, baby.
for whatever reason, it's not allowing
Can
you
I
to pull
do
up
my
the freaking.
inspiration?
Plus 5 puts it at.
Oh wait, yeah, plus
That's
5.
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, puts it at 12.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, of course,
Oh
certainly.
yeah, re-roll it, baby. Come on.
That's it. Just barely.
That's a hit,
Yeah,
baby.
it meets it. It meets it, beats it. Love it. Roll damage for me here.
All right.
Drag cat.
D8 plus 3. 6 damage.
Okay, 6 points of damage. He is looking real fucking hurt. And actually, so Pounce, he moved at least 20 feet, so as a creature hit with a claw attack on the same turn, but succeed on a DC 13 saving throw or be
Oh, I didn't
knocked
see that.
prone. It's okay. He's gonna make a strength save. 13. He's got a +2. He fails. All right. He's knocked prone. As you fucking claw his ass and knock him over. He screams out in pain. No!
I'm just gonna bare
Oh.
my teeth at him.
Bare your teeth spitting in his face. Echo, it's your go.
I did the roller. I still have about 10 feet to give. I'm going to go right here. And Pixel's going to go for a paw attack pretty much at his head, but he's
Fuck yeah.
prone, so
Add
advantage. That will hit.
Yes, it will.
And that will be 7. My goal is to knock him out. If Echo, I just paws him right in the head.
7 points of damage, barely hanging on as Pixel does a good amount of damage. You see his eyes kind of fade for a second before coming back to consciousness. He's barely hanging on.
All right. And then for Echo, I'll do the hand axe. Swing at Tough D. I will hit for 5 damage.
And 5 damage. We'll do it there on tough D.
All right. And as I spring that through towards his neck and cleave his head, I'm going to sprint my 30 feet, which will put me right about here. Yep, that's where it's at. And I will end my turn.
Okay. Theron, you see Cheryl's chasing down this other tough and just hitting him right in the back of the fucking leg. It's your go. What do you do?
Move is 30 feet. 20, 25. I think that's not close enough to do what I want to do. I will just Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame
On
on
tough
top
seat.
of him. Dex save, right?
Yep, Dex 13.
Fails. Roll damage.
This is an 8.
7 points of damage, and that will do it there. As you see him kind of bend backwards from getting hit by Sharos. How does this look? Your sacred
See like a semi-translucent screen of orangish black fleck lava type magic just sort of shroud over him and sear him.
Epic. He sears and falls dead to the snow. Anything else, Theron?
I'm gonna yell to Sheros to try to help them capture Tendrick
Okay. Love it.
and hold their.
Hendrix go here. You're gonna see him stand up, look around for a moment before ripping his short sword and attacking the huge crag cat in front of him twice.
Disadvantage on the second one.
Okay, disadvantage on the second one. 14, which would miss. You managed to like bite his fucking sword just as it's coming in, completely negating anything against it. Sheros, it's your go. You see your opportunity to end this as Tendrick's sword is stuck in the crag cat's mouth.
Okay, I think I can just get to him with my movement. It looks like 30 feet. So I'm gonna close the gap between us, and I will just send it. I will do an unarmed strike.
Love it. Yeah, Pixel's grabbing on Tendrick's leg, holding him into place.
I'm going for a core shot, trying to crack a rib.
Oh, love it. 8 points of damage. That's more than enough damage there. As your fist connects with his chest, you feel the classic crunch of broken ribs. Anything else on how you do this?
I'll just try and, I'll do the 3-finger punch or whatever, a 4-finger punch, and I'll just, try and resonate through his whole body, the force of that.
The 1-inch punch.
1-inch punch.
Love it. He vomits a bit as you knock him unconscious here with that strike. I gotta go to the bathroom. Let's take a 5-minute break. Then I will feed you guys all of like the stuff that you're feeling in the pockets and stuff like that for, okay? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna post inside like the Icewind Dale chat the monetary like gold that you guys get. So it's 7 silver pieces and 13 copper each. You just add that to you can add that to your inventory. Okay.
I get my silver back that I threw away.
Yeah, with quite a bit more as you scour through the pockets of this individual's. But most importantly, as you examine Tendrick, as you peel back his shirt to kind of look upon the glory of those broken and bruised ribs there that Sheros managed to deliver, you find a tiny, deep purple-blue snowflake with crossed swords. Looks like a necklace. The most interesting thing found on your searches amongst all these creatures, these guys.
I want to do an investigation on it and see if there's anything I recognize.
Tom, do you want to stay in your crag cat form or go back to your halfling form?
I'm gonna shift back to a little halfling. You guys are just gonna see this cat kind of reel back and go like on its it's like stand up, which is unnatural, and just kind of shrink back down to a halfling. I'm gonna shake out the fur. Little pieces of tuff are gonna fall off of me.
Freaking sick.
Could you describe the thing one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it is a tiny, deep purple blue snowflake with crossed swords on the end of a necklace. Right.
I rolled a 20 on my investigation for that.
I rolled a 20 on the investigation. Anybody else like to take an investigation or?
Yeah. Can I just, if it means anything, or if it's a symbol that maybe looks familiar to me in some kind of way?
Ron, give me a religion check. 20 on from Echo, 14 from Sheros on the investigation. Okay.
Roll investigation.
While he's doing that, where did you say you put the currency amount at?
If you click on the little chat bubble, like open chat right next to the actual voice channel, I put that's where I'm going to put like the gold and the items and stuff like that inside that chat versus the general chat versus the campaign chat.
Gotcha.
My set of fingers hailing me, just so you know. I'm doing that health right now.
Okay. All right, love it. So here's what you guys get. From the investigation checks, as each of you are taking a look at it from afar, you get
mending off.
you get a feeling of magic kind of from this small tiny object here, right? But before anybody touches it, Theron, you recognize the snowflake itself as a symbol of Oriole, but the cross swords with the 10 is a mystery to you. But the snowflake is 100% for worshippers of Oriole.
Okay. You said we got the impression that it was magical?
Correct. Yeah, from the
Okay,
people that are investigating it, just kind of looking at it from afar or up close, but before anybody touches it, Theron points out, like, hey, that is a symbol of the Frostmaiden Oriole, but he's not sure what the cross swords denote or mean.
When he does that, I want to do an Arcana check to see if it's emitting any magic that's either watching us or recording what's going on.
Actually, I was about to say if I could cast detect magic.
Hold on, let me, yeah. Yes, and yes. You can cast detect magic. You can roll your Arcana check. Okay. And who's casting detect magic? I'm sorry. It should be Theron, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let me read this. And it is, yeah, you can ritually cast it, which is great. For the duration, you sense the presence. I'm just reading it real fast.
Ritual means no spell slot used, right?
So, correct.
Exactly.
This is
Yep.
combat.
Correct. Yeah, you learn the spell School of Magic. Working together, Echo and Theron. Echo, you wait for Theron to complete his spell for Detect Magic, and he denotes that there is no particular school of magic associated with this charm, or rather with this religious symbol, right? It is 100% distinctly magical. Echo, with your 17 on your Arcana check, the 17, let's see, because you wouldn't detect if there's anything like, if it's scrying or anything like that. But it does give a sense of emanation, perhaps, like it's giving off energy that could affect somebody. That's what I will give both of the Arcana with the detect magic.
As soon as we realize that, I'll look at all of us and go, let's step back about 10 feet. And I'm going to step back 5, 10. And
I'm
then
not knowing much about this. Is just gonna trust what Echo has to say.
if everyone steps back about 10 feet, as soon as they do, I'm going to Pixel rip it off with his teeth and see what happens.
What would you say your connection to Pixel is like?
So like I was saying earlier, there's a piece of me in him, either flesh, be organ or whatever. So like I feel everything he feels, even though it may not be damaged, it's just emotionally in my head. So Pixel will reach into his mouth, grab it, and rip it.
Okay, give me a DC 4 charisma saving throw.
Which was it? What saving throw?
A DC 4 charisma saving throw.
His modification is -2 +2, so it's +0.
No, I want you, Echo, to give me.
Oh, you want me to do it?
DC
Okay, let me.
4, yeah, charisma saving throw. My bad. As you all watch as Pixel
15
takes this item into its mouth, and as soon as it does, your eyes lock. The rest of your compatriots' eyes lock onto Echo. As with that 15 on the charisma, Echo, your mind goes blank. Your vision completely fades. What everybody else sees is Echo's eyes completely gloss over. Like there's no change in color or anything like that, but he's kind of has like the 1,000-yard stare going on right now. Echo, as your mind goes blank, you see bones swollen with jagged ice that juts out like a diseased growth from some creature. You see frost leaking from a half-rotted jaw and one arm that's twisted into like a spiderly limb of bone and frozen sinew, so like guts are kind of hanging out as it's like twitches slightly. This monster despite being somewhere, you can smell the cold rot emanating from this thing. And its deathly glare settles onto you. As it does, you regain your vision, reorient yourself to your surroundings. And from everybody else's point of view, right? It seemed like he had his eyes glossed over for maybe a second, maybe two, before, he starts to kind of move again. But you don't take any damage, Echo.
To add on to that for flavor wise, as that happens, the Echo dropped to a knee. As he goes to grab his head from the headache that happens, he stands up. He goes, Pixel, spit that out. Go grab a pouch to put it in before you pick it up again. And I'll look at the group and go, don't touch that. There's something watching us. It's through that. I'm not sure if it has a control on whoever it is or not. Tie Tendrick up. We can slap him and see what it is. In the meantime, I'm going to collect a trophy. As I walk by, it's a tough bee to cut off a little piece of flesh and add it to mine.
Give me a survival check. Theron,
Nice.
as Pixel spits out that item, give me... You've seen and worked with plenty of materials in your, close to 200 years of life, right?
110, yeah.
110. Yeah, I doubled it. Give me a skill choice of your own at advantage to try to identify what type of material this could possibly be. You can go ahead and choose.
History would be okay, maybe.
Yeah, history at advantage, or even insight at advantage because you have a +5 in that. It'll be a decent DC.
Oh,
Well,
I'll just do the insight.
Tom's gonna walk over here to Echo, kind of see what's going on, because he noticed him walk,
Oh,
get a
thank
peek
God.
at what's going on.
Okay,
20 is a dirty 20.
a dirty 20. Sweet. I'll let you know what you figure out in just a second. As Echo, Tom,
18.
yeah, with that 18, you're easily able to cleave off whatever you want. What does this look like as Tom kind of comes up along the backside?
As Tom walks by, I look at him and go, I'm sorry if this is graphic, as I stab my hand axe into it and start cutting a small piece of flesh, and I add it to mine. And I'll do mending, and you see a magic needle come through and start sewing through. It goes, this is my way of remembering every battle I've done, no matter good or bad. They become a part of me.
Tom's gonna say, if it's part of your beliefs, I'm not. Who am I to judge? I mean, they're not using it anymore.
Echo will give a laugh as we start to walk back towards the group.
While they're doing that, can I just see if I can retrieve my dart that missed?
Yeah, certainly. And also, don't worry. Flavor wise, yes, go ahead and retrieve it. Mechanics wise, you have like an infinite amount of darts. I'm totally cool with that.
Okay.
But if you also want to play with just a limited quantity, I'm also cool with that. Whichever you want. Okay. You can just let me know maybe on our next break. But
Gotcha.
it's kind of like unlimited like arrows essentially, but with darts, I guess.
Sounds good.
Theron, as you see Echo and Tom come around the corner there, and Pixel spits the necklace onto the ground. With that 20 insight, that dirty 20, you have heard of this material before now that you're laying eyes on it further. It is a material called Chardolin, a type of malleable ore, or perhaps glass. Like it's an orish glass, distinct in Icewind proper. There's nowhere else in Faerun that you can actually find this type of material. Right? So it's Chardolin. I'll put that in the chat. How to spell that?
Yeah, thank you.
And that's where the shard is from, right?
Chardolin. No, that's the shard actually is. It's a malleable. It's a malleable like ore essentially that is stronger than steel.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Oh, don't tell Theron that.
Oh no, I mean
Gonna
that's
make
what that's what Theron actually knows.
You're gonna make him want to pick it up.
But yeah, so the necklace is on the ground. Echo mentioned the plan of putting that into like a bag, but nobody touches it by hand. However, you guys come up with that. And then of course Tindrick is right there, still unconscious, but breathing. What do you guys do?
Can I look around for any rope at this? Because it looks like we're at a farmhouse, right?
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
definitely, you find some rope.
As he's doing that, I'll look at the group and goes, if he ties him up, let's give him a good scare. And as I do that, I look at Tom and I show the piece that I just sketched on myself. We'll freak him out and thinking we'll take a part of him for me to give him the real answers, unless you guys have a better answer.
I'm okay with that.
Yep,
All right,
same.
whoever wants to time up, give me a survival check. That'll be the DC for the rope.
I'm gonna do guidance on that person who's doing it. Oh, never mind, doesn't matter. I'll still roll it.
Yeah.
Oh, also, guys, the way the help action now works is you have to be proficient in that skill to help somebody else with that skill check, and that person will get advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how. Cool. Yeah, that's how they switched up the way the help action works with like skill checks and stuff like that. So it's a 23 plus 3. Yeah.
It's lab grown 20.
Expert fucking not.
While they're doing that, how's everybody's health looking? Did anybody actually get hit pretty hard in that fight?
I did, but I used my repair. I'm at 29 out of 33, so I'm pretty good now. And then I used my mending on my dog, so he's full health.
Tom just lost temporary hit points, so we're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Love it. So yeah, Tom manages to successfully tie up Tindrick.
After that, I'll look at the group and go, all right, guys, back me up in case this fails. I'm going to grab Tindrick's fingers and pull really hard as I pull my axe out, making sure when he wakes up, he can see the blood. And I'm making sure to pull back on my shirt where he can see the color of one of his friends etched into me and go, looks like you're going to become a part of me just like your friend was. As I start to swing and I stop right before I hit his hand and go, tell us the truth, boss, as I say it sarcastically.
He looks super fucking confused and absolutely terrified as he just had his fingers kind of pulled roughly, probably snapping back into place to shock him from unconsciousness. The of that axe against wood or stone right behind him definitely gets his attention. You issue this command to his face. Echo, you look into Tindrick's eyes as you issue this statement, and you do not see the same boy that you met earlier. What do you mean? Whatever is going on? Just...
As he starts to give me that little bit different, it feels different.
Go roll an insight check for me.
On that insight check, all right.
Yeah,
Theron is the one who picked up the...
Yeah, Theron would love to jump in on that as well.
Yeah, go and roll insight.
I got a 14.
14? Okay.
Inside?
Yep. 9.
I got, not good. 7.
Okay, 13, 9, 7. Okay, 13, 9, or 14, 9, and 7. You all just see pure fucking confusion and pure terror on Tindrick and pain. But other than that, that's all you're able to glean.
After realizing that, I'll tug on his finger a little harder and look at Theron, because he's the one who picked up the amulet, right?
I haven't touched it yet.
Yeah, no, it's starting to smell right now.
I'll point to the amulet with the axe instead of his finger and go, tell me about that before I cut off your full hand.
Is the amulet on a rope?
It's on the end of a necklace. Yeah, the end of a necklace. Okay,
I'll try and scoop it up on the end of my staff and hold it up to present it.
Yeah, love it. Excellent. So no rolls required, because he's thoroughly going to give you whatever information you can fucking ask for, because he's fearing for his life right now, right? He looks at that necklace, as he says, that was given to me by that bodyguard from that traveling company. It's, I believe, in Oriel, and he said this was something to note my true faith.
As soon as he says that, you'll see an instant anger come from Echo, and you see Pixel let out a howl as Echo throws his axe into the wall and go, "What do you remember as soon as you put it on, you stupid child?"
Remember, I don't know, just talking to my dad about our mother. She passed. Why? You can see there's like no recollection of anything bad that he might have done. And you guys like feel this like in your gut, like with like just passive insight.
I will
Echoes.
offer him oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, keep going. I'll say what I'll say after. Mine's just looking at you guys.
Okay, I'll give Tendrick like a kind of sympathetic or non-judgmental expression, and I'll say, "Do you remember that you just tried to have us killed?"
And as you say that, it finally dawns on him as he looks over to his right, and there's just like a charred fucking body in the snow from your sacred flame. He can't see around the corner to the two other mangled fucking bodies. But he looks to the body on the floor. He says, "Oh my God, that was Jay. What happened to him? Did you all do that?" As Tendrick is fucking damn near shitting himself in fear.
Lives were lost
from all
today,
of
and
you.
it was on your orders.
What do you mean? I don't remember giving anything. I don't ever give orders. That's my father. He's the speaker. I would never do anything like this.
After everyone says that, you see Echo like chuckle, and then his smile turn into like a frown. You see like a slow tear come down his face as he wipes it fastly. He puts his axe away and he looks at Tendrick and goes, "Stupid child, you have been manipulated. I think in your chance of repent, if we all agree here, you should help your father out. He's in need. He's grieving from your mother."
Echo, you see Tendrick have a hard time catching his breath as you say this. I can't breathe.
I'm gonna walk up behind him and cast Cure Wounds first level.
Gotcha. Oh. And is it that
As
same
he does
like
that, I'll
yellow?
also cut the rope.
Gotcha. Is it that same yellow-red magma that kind of flows from your hand and over the wound that heals it?
Yeah, I'll put both hands on his shoulders, and he'll just kind of get like a faint cloak of that orangish lava-looking magic that just sort of washes over him very quickly.
Love it. And as the glow
7.
fades, 7 points of healing. Great. As the glow diminishes, you see his chest kind of rebound as the ribs kind of stitch themselves back in place. Being able to give a little bit more way as Echo cuts the rope restraining Tendrick here. Right? As Tendrick is now out of doing like anything related to like death saves or actively dying, you have healed him. He looks up at all of you. He says, I'm sorry if I truly did cause you any trouble. Things
I'm gonna ask him, do you remember us? We had a conversation not too long ago.
No, I've never seen you in my life.
Can you tell us anything about that bodyguard that gave you the necklace?
I know that he had ice blue eyes. The bluest eyes that I've ever seen in my entire life. I was almost entranced by them, really. Have you ever looked upon something so beautiful that it...
Keep going. I'll listen.
Have any of you ever gazed upon something so beautiful that it aches?
I can't say I have.
Yeah, Tom's
kind of
gonna say
It's kind of
Shake
my
his
job.
Echo repeat and go, "Yeah, father's love. You should mend that before you try to fix our problems," as I walk away to go investigate each one of these ruffians' eyes to see if they're the same color.
Yeah, the ruffian's eye, the toughs, they have the same eyes. Like they're just like dark brown. Oh, sorry,
Okay, so
for
they're not blue.
No,
They're not blue.
no,
Yeah.
they're not blue. Somebody else was saying something.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask further if he could continue describing the appearance of Cephik.
Yes. He describes the same description that Helen gave you. Okay, it matches perfectly. Striking bright blue eyes, blonde hair, does not walk around in the cold with any coats, just very bare minimum. But most distinctly, Hendrik notices that he didn't have any type of weapons on him, like on his person. But you could just tell that he was fucking armed to the teeth somehow. Okay. But you do get a confirmation on the appearance of Cephrik that matches what Helen told you guys.
Got it.
Tom's gonna ask Tendrick, is like, do you happen to know what day it is?
He throws up his hands, points to the sky. It's always like overcast. I'm not really sure. I don't really keep up with the days like that. My days are filled with whatever work my father throws my way.
What's the last thing you remember?
Work-wise, I was meant to like bring some wood over to the shrine, but last thing I remember, I guess before meeting Cephrik, was just talking to my father about our late mother, or my late mother. But as you say, my father has been in a type of depression of late, and I would very much like to get back to him. He needs me.
Yes, and I'm sure he's ready to speak with you.
Might want to change your pants before you do that.
He fucking looks down. It's stained with piss. I think one of these toughs might have good trousers.
Definitely not the two on this side of the
He
building.
looks down. He's just like, it's fine. It's okay. I've got changes of clothes once I get home. Just don't show me to father. With like a little nervous chuckle. But like a nervous, charming chuckle.
Should we escort him home?
I'll say I think we should take him
Might
home.
be
His
the
father's
best
gonna have
thing.
information for us now.
Yeah, we had an arrangement.
Okay. So you all
Oh.
head back.
Oh.
Yep, go ahead.
Nothing. I was just gonna ask what we're gonna do with the bodies, but if we're just gonna leave them there,
Oh.
well,
Actually, what do you guys want to do with the
As
bodies,
you guys
if
are walking
anything?
away, you were going to hear a loud shot sound, like 3 from the side I'm at. So I shot each one in the head to make sure they stayed down. And as I walk around the corner, I'll go, what do you guys want to do with them? Sometimes you got to make sure they're actually done. As I point a gun at Tough C and go, do you want me to do the final blow on this one or leave it?
I would probably just at least try to cover them in some snow or something, or put some stones around them, or
Make a shallow grave.
yeah, just nothing backbreaking, but something with some respect.
Gotcha.
I'll help Sheros
Okay.
with that.
So it takes some time. It takes just a bit of time. So maybe, well, I mean, digging hole, even a shallow ditch, like a shallow hole for a body is, I mean, not saying like I've dug fucking holes for bodies, right? I don't have any inclination on how much time that would actually take, but let's just say it takes like an hour, right?
Fair enough.
I'm not
Yeah,
a murderer,
advantage.
I swear. Right? But you do make some shallow graves. It's probably approaching towards the like middle, like afternoon by now from all of this, of which you finish making like a little small cairn for these stuffs. It doesn't look necessarily out of place, I should say, but you know, people will eventually probably stumble upon these bodies, but there's no witnesses to the combat that took place.
Okay.
It won't be able to
While
match
they're
my bark marks.
doing that, can I just sort of rummage around for some more scrap metal bits?
Yeah, certainly. From like the destroyed maces that some of these toughs had, you
Yeah.
managed to scrounge up some.
Do we see Therion like actually looking for it?
I wouldn't be trying to conceal that.
I'll turn around and look at you and go, "What are you looking for scraps for?"
Well, that priest from earlier mentioned paying tribute to his shrine, and while Tempest isn't my god of choice, I do feel a bit compelled to present him with a gift or a blessing of my choice before we leave town. So I'll show you later tonight.
You'll see Echo smile and go, "If you want, I can have Echo help. Pixel help." As I smack him, go, "Turn on the magnet mode. Look for little metal guy."
I'll gladly take whatever help I can get.
That's beautiful. Love it. And so you can add some more scrap metal to your inventory there. Incredible. Anybody else want to do anything on this at Tindrick's location here within the edge of the river, or rather the lake?
Only other thing I'd want to do is I'd look at Sherios and Tom and go, "You guys remember exactly how that looked? I don't have the symbol. Let's draw it in the snow and see if Tindrick actually really remembers what this brings to him memory-wise."
Yeah, you go ahead and make the outline in the snow. The snowflake with the cross swords, right? You tell Tindrick to identify what it is, and he says, "Well, Sephric, like I said, he said this is a way to denote your worship of Oriel. Normally it's denoted by a snowflake only, but these cross swords, he said, would give extra reverence towards the Frostmaiden. I thought it was cool, and I believe in the Ice Queen." So he's not sure of what the cross swords denotes, the same way that Theron, with his religion check, was unsure of what the cross swords actually mean. But the snowflake definitely denotes Oriel.
Okay.
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 So heading back to the speaker's house then?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Heading back to the speaker's house, Tindrick in tow. He's all like battered, bruised. Now healed up from his bruises, but he definitely has his clothes all stained. Let's take it like that. You catch Kendrick like leaning up against the door as if he's been patiently waiting, or anxiously waiting, I should say, this entire time for you all to return. A smile crosses his face. He does not have a drink in hand as he says,
Thank you all. You've returned my son. Is everything okay? Hendrik, how are you?
And Tindrick says, "I'm well, Father. I apologize. These ones here said I committed foul act, unbeknownst to what I would know. They say that there's..." Do you guys stop him from mentioning the charm or the necklace?
I don't.
Oh, does it? Yeah.
No. So he
Nah,
mentions
I'm
this
from
like,
saying everything.
gotcha. So he says like, they say that I was changed from this item, this sign of Oriel that Sephric fellow gave me so long ago. Kendrick motions up.
He does seem quite better. We would have already had an argument by now. Perhaps that necklace had something to do with it. It should be destroyed.
What do you guys do?
I think Theron would probably be a little hesitant to see such an exotic material destroyed potentially needlessly. And I think he would definitely like to try to learn more about what makes
Absolutely
this
love
thing
it.
tick.
Maybe we can take it back to
I
the
agree with
shrine.
them. Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell Kendrick. We've held up our end of the bargain, and you can leave the fate of this item to us. And rest assured, we will take care of it accordingly.
Very well. Thank you, adventurers. I've already prepared the ledgers that denote the location of Korg's company.
As he says, they have gone 100%. They have gone to. I'll actually switch over to the big Icewind Dale map. If you zoom in, they have gone to Care Dinnerval, which is about a 10-mile trek.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ping this right here for you. Or rather,
Okay, cool.
So they've gone to Care Dinnerval.
Care.
That's a big ping. And you guys are situated all the way into Goodmead. You're down here.
Okay.
This is where you guys are. This is where
Goodmead.
Korg's trading company is. And you put together some key pieces of information. You know that the 3 deaths have been on the days of the new moon, so it follows like a 30-day cycle. You know that the last death was just shy. Was just shy of that cycle. There's probably about 2 days left until the next new moon. Okay. So you guys know the exact location.
2 days away.
No. The last death was closer towards a month
Just
ago.
shy.
And there's a
Okay.
Did you say that was on the new moon or the full moon?
Yeah, all
New
killings
moon.
have been on the new moon.
New moon, got it. Okay. All
And
right.
based on the math, we're expecting the next one in 2 days.
Yeah,
2
just a few
days.
days.
Okay. Okay.
I will place just a gentle hand on Tendrick's arm and whisper to him, "Your father needs you, not alcohol. Why don't you go and fetch me one of his bottles?"
Go and roll a persuasion check for me.
All right, I'll let me down here.
Yeah. Go and roll a persuasion. The DC's not that high.
Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah.
Tendrick gives you a smile as he goes into the house, followed by his father after giving you all the information. Tendrick, from one of the windows above, kind of opens it, and you see a very expensive, like top shelf bottle of 2 bottles of wine with that dirty 20 there. Tendrick sticks out his hands and he says, "Thank you for your help in clearing whatever was controlling me." Well, you just have to catch him, Tom. Go ahead and give me
Sheros just to catch him.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
my bad. Sheros.
Oh, you're good.
Give me a acrobatics check. I think you should have a pretty
boy.
decent acrobatics.
I do. Let's just see if my
Oh,
luck is
dude,
not terrible.
the music's doing it again. It was good for like so long.
That's a 22.
Oh, yeah, you fucking expertly catch both of these bottles. And you're able to secure them to your person.
Awesome.
As that happens, I'll be touching Kendrick, and I'll go. You'll see a sigh come from Echo, and I go, "You're doing good. You already showed a little bit of resolution, but should you fall back to the bottle and you see Echo look over his shoulder, Pixel's just out of range, and it's kind of like dark enough so you can just see his eyes, and he goes, 'We'll always be watching. Don't fall back to your old ways, or we'll have to come back and visit you again. Please take care of your children.'"
I appreciate the sound advice. Good luck, adventurers, on whatever comes your way.
Yep. As he closes the door behind him, and you do not hear any arguments. Back to Goodmead. So, where would you guys like to go now? You now know the location of where Torque's company is. You know, there's only a number of days, perhaps, until another person dies. Okay. Helen is still at the mead hall there. Probably already finished preparing what she said she would prepare for you guys. What would you guys like to do as a group?
I'm
What
just
time
gonna
of the day is it?
suggest.
What happened? Did everyone cut out?
Tom, you
What,
go ahead first, and then whoever.
Oh, I was just
speaking
gonna
second.
suggest to the group to go to the shrine to get more insight on that. On that, what is it called?
The
Medallion.
flaming sword.
What time is it right now?
That's what
Like time in game or out of game?
In game.
In game, it's like the later afternoon, not quite evening just yet.
Okay.
As Tom says that, I'll put my hand on his shoulder and go, I think we should get some rest and go talk to Helen before we leave.
Yeah. So Shrine, then Helen. That's what it sounds
Or
like.
either or. I don't care.
Did
Theron will just reiterate that I think a long rest would be beneficial before we leave the city proper.
Yeah, I just was trying to get more information about the medallion or whatever.
Yeah, we could visit the shrine on the
you
way
hit
out.
up the shrine. Oh
Yep.
shit! Okay, sorry. On the way out.
That's just my proposal because we know our next heading, so we can.
Yeah.
If
So
we
we're gonna
want to
take
head
the flight
out
out,
the next
yeah.
day, we can hit
Yep.
the shrine.
Okay, so
Sounds
you
good.
guys want
Let's
to
go with me.
link up with Helen? Sorry.
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, linking up with Helen, setting up for the settling in for the night, and then departing in the morning.
Yep.
With
Stop at the shrine.
touching base with the shrine to pick up the dog sled and pick up some information. Absolutely love it. You guys work so well together, even at first session. It's crazy. Crazy. We're gonna have a great time with this fucking campaign, I swear to God. Okay. You guys are awesome. So good meet. Nope, that's the speaker's house. Here we go. In Town's Hunting Lodge. Cool. So you all come back inside the hunting lodge. And Helen is there. The table's been cleared, and you see 4 potions of healing set across it, as well as a cube that seems to be made of, let me put it into a cube that seems to be made of obsidian, right? That radiates magical energy. She says,
Welcome back, you all. I have potions of healing and this thermal cube to keep you warm. It'll help in your journeys. I've also talked to Garrett, and he's more than comfortable with this place serving as a respite for you, free of charge. What information do you bring?
as in the party inventory, guys, I'm going to put a thermal cube. That's going to be a common magic item. You guys can take a look at it and figure out who amongst the group probably be best to hang on to it. This is what we were kind of talking about with that session 0 thing of individual items will get issued to people, but quest related items will get issued to the group. Okay. So I just put it inside there for the party inventory. Just go to inventory, then party inventory. What would you guys like to do with this information as Helen finishes speaking?
Tell her everything that we found out.
Okay. You tell her everything that you find out.
Says, so it is confirmed that this Sefik fellow is up to no good. Excellent. And you know the location, Caer Denival. That's about a 10-mile journey northward. It's quite a treacherous track. You shouldn't be going by foot. It'll take too long to get out there.
So the reason that she says, yep.
No need to worry about the foot travel. We've already secured a dog sled.
That is quite excellent. Then it looks like everything is coming together. I wish, in my heart of hearts, that these old bones could travel with you. But I fear I would only be a hindrance in my old age. But alas, this place here can be a meeting ground for friends and when you accomplish your quest.
Yeah,
It's
the
all right,
video,
Helen.
the video's cutting it out again, but or the music, boo.
Oh, no problem.
But we'll keep going on.
Okay. Yeah, Cheryl will just tell her she can depend on us to see this through.
Would you guys be departing tonight to get a jump on this individual? Or will you wait? I fear that upon the next new moon, somebody else will be his next victim, and I cannot bear that.
Did Tom ask Helen how long of a ride it is to where we're going?
if you go by dog sled, it should only take about 5 hours of travel.
Oh.
If you were to walk by foot, it would double that amount.
I think our plan is to rest here tonight, and we'll set off in the morning with much haste.
Oh
We
shit.
can head out at
My bad.
first light in the morning.
Also, everybody can add 1 potion of healing to your inventory. If I didn't
Okay.
already say that, which I don't believe I did. I said they're on the table,
You,
but
you
I didn't
said
tell
we
you
all
guys.
got. You said 4 in total, but yeah.
Yeah, 1 potion of healing to
As
everybody.
she says that, and we're all talking, I'm gonna look at everyone and go, I mean, if we want to make the traveling maybe a little faster, we can put the cube on Pixel in front of the sled, so when he runs, he melts a lot of the snow because it makes it really hot. I don't think the snow will stay frozen when he's running.
That is something.
Like at 95 degrees, yes, but this is like also like snow, so it takes a little bit to melt. It's not like a fire, right? It's like
Don't bother me none.
it's like a
Just saying
space
it.
heater, like a space heater, right? But thematically, it's going to be quite the comfortable journey.
I mean,
Okay.
Definitely
We
think
wanted-
putting Pixel
yeah,
at the
that's-
front of the pack
yeah.
is the right idea.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Pixel's the metal construct is leading the flesh and blood sled dogs. Love it. Go ahead.
It's like, if we wanted to get a jump on it, we could always take turns watching the sled or whatever in the night as others get rest, but that might not be ideal.
Yeah, if it's a long rest, I think it's like an 8-hour sleep. Does anyone not need any sleep? They didn't waste anything. Then we could, the other 3 take the rest while that person stays awake.
Yeah, you guys can set
Don't
up watches and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't need a long rest. I could.
I could do with a short rest. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I can. I'm
I
good to
definitely need a
pull
long
the first couple watches if you guys want to rest.
Oh wait, no, I need a long rest. Disregard.
That way we could set
So-
off sooner.
Yeah, whoever needs the short rest, they can stay on the first watch, and then everyone take the long
Yep.
rest, and then we go from there with it.
Well, I mean, like if you're going to long rest just with watches, and everybody's going to get the benefits of a long rest upon conclusion and stuff like that. But I get what you mean. But the question
All
is,
good,
are you
no, we-
guys choosing to settle in for the night here within the lodge, or pick up your dog sled and find encampments, or or rest on the road?
If we're all doing the rotation, I'm fine with rest on the road if everyone else is.
Is
I'm
that
fine
something
with
we
it.
can do? Like, is the sled big enough for a couple people to doze off on while a couple watch?
The jostling would probably not provide for longer, so you would have to settle into like a camp, like quotations for camp, right? Oh,
Okay.
fuck,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
broke
if it's
that.
between sleep on the road
Lodge it
and
is.
sleep here, I say to lodge, yeah.
I'll say if we rest now, I mean, we could leave
Mhm.
earlier.
You know that the new moon's in 2 days, not including this day, so you have like 2 full days.
Oh, it's
Then yeah, let's
48
go.
hours. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, 48 hours. Don't worry.
I say we rest here.
Yeah,
I was thinking
we-
about. I was just like, man, like, should I make it like today being the first day? Like, nah.
I mean, if,
But yeah,
if
you
we
guys have
slept
some time.
early,
Mhm.
if we slept early, theoretically, we wouldn't have to wait till first light.
Exactly. We
can
leave.
Yeah, you can leave early.
We can
Definitely.
reconvene in 8-ish hours.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I think most of us have light sources and ways to guide our path, so I wouldn't
Love
be
it.
too worried
Yeah.
about the sun being up.
Love it. Okay, I absolutely love it. Settle down for the night, leave super early in the morning as if going for a long drive, essentially, right?
Morning PT formation.
Yeah, exactly, like PT formation. You guys go ahead and let me know. You can describe your own characters, like going to sleep, but otherwise, any other interactions you want to do either with Helen or each other, it's on you. Once you retire your characters, and once everybody else is retired, then we'll open up to the next day.
I did want to say, I think there's just Sharos's vote, but I think that Darren should be the one to carry our thermal cube.
I'll hold
Don't
on
bother
to
me
it.
none.
I agree.
As I say,
I don't
if you
think-
want, you can always have Pixel carry it for like the run, but as soon as you get there, you take it off Pixel to make it easier.
Would Pixel be close enough to us, DM, to if he was carrying it, that we would benefit from it?
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's
I didn't know
15
about
feet,
that.
so I'd imagine.
Yeah, 15 feet. It'd be cutting it close. You can probably feel the whiffs of warmth, but when you're
Okay.
traveling with it and whatnot, it'll be pretty chilly on the back of the sled.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Pixel doesn't need it. He's the construct, so you can give it to Therian then.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll hold on
Gotcha.
to
So
it
you
for
can
the
go
ride.
ahead and just
I
move
think-
that.
I think the
move
dog
that
should
into
be
your
fine.
inventory.
Yeah, I guess we don't want to give our dogs heat stroke.
Why is it so fucking hot? This is abnormal. As the dogs are running. Okay. So the scene's on you guys.
As we go to sleep, I'll look at Helen and Garrick and go, we'll be happy to oblige and pay in the morning, but do you mind making some meals when we wake up and then give them the time we plan on leaving in the morning? And look at the group if that's okay with you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah, I
Tom
can have
agrees.
something ready for you, says Garrick. I'll pack it to go.
After that, I go walk upstairs.
Okay, go ahead.
Before Echo walks away, as far as interactions go, I'll just remind him that if he wants to help with that thing I was going to do tonight, he's more than welcome to. I don't need it necessarily, but if you'd like to help watch, you're more than welcome to.
Is it, what was it again? It was like fixing the temple, right? Or am I?
I'm gonna make something, but it'll take an hour.
Yeah, I can help with that. I got proficiency in Tinker's tools, so
Cool.
I'll tell you to go up to the room. We can do it in there. In
Yeah.
the warmth.
Sheros is just still sitting at the table. He'll reach into his backpack first and slip out one of the 2 bottles that were acquired from Kendrick's stash and give one to Helen.
Sheros. Where did your sticky fingers get those?
This was a result of a good deed done and select words.
Well,
but I
let's
figured
drink.
I'd share the bounty with you.
Well, let's drink to your late friend, Apos.
As she says that, I will reach into my backpack and pull out like a sake glass and set it at an empty chair across from us.
Love it.
And then with Helen, the empty glass in my own, I will just say, looks like I'll be traveling with some company for a while, old friend.
Indeed, it reminds me of the day I first met you. And look how strong you've grown now. Protect them, Sheros.
I wouldn't be here without the support of some wonderful people, so I will do my part to keep everyone safe, and I will toast my glass with her.
After she toasts you, and takes it back, you see a warmness wash over her. She is very much content, and very much. She knows you guys will succeed in this plea that she issued you all.
After sharing a couple stories with her, I will collect my things and go to my room, and Sheros will go to sleep.
Good night, Sheros. Good night, Echo.
Good night, Helen. It was great to see you again.
Go Checo and go, I'm not going to sleep yet. We got
Oh, my
some
bad.
work to do. As I look at Therion.
Yeah.
Tom's just gonna wish everyone a good night rest, and he's gonna go upstairs.
Good night, Tom.
Well, go ahead and take your long rest as Helen puts up a hand.
Says, good night, Tom. There are creatures out there and beasts that I know you will be able to tame. Protect them.
And by them, he means the group, right? As Helen wishes you a good night. Kind of giving
Good night,
reverence
says.
to your power.
Tom's gonna nod his head. I'll do my best.
Yeah, here's what we'll do actually. We will put some hide tokens for the people that have gone to sleep. Boot. Boot. Okay. Echo Theron. You two are the last two up with Helen. Let's say Garrick's already retired for the night as well. Helen watches you two. What does she see?
So we're still down like the common area.
Oh shit! No, you guys went upstairs. That's right.
Either or, whatever is easier for us to work, because I'm here
I
to
was
help
gonna-
him.
I don't need a ton of space. I was just gonna say if Helen will come too, she can.
We can say we're right here, right? What does this look like, Darren?
Okay. So I will move the component pouches off my belt and hand them to Pixel, Echo, and Helen. They just contain all the scrap metal that I've kind of been picking up throughout the day. And I will ask them to sort of spread that out in the rough shape of a mall on the ground in front of me.
Cool.
And while they're doing that, I will take my warhammer and spin it upside down, placing the head on the ground and holding both of my hands on the top of the hilt, I guess. I'll take a knee and start praying to the Allhammer,
Mm-hmm.
and I will use Channel Divinity Artisan's Blessing over the course of the next hour. And with their help positioning the scrap metal around, I'd like to try to craft a maul out of that scrap metal and the Channel Divinity.
Love it. This is going to succeed 100%. What does this look like as the pieces come together to form this maul? Like, is there like that magma like celestial energy washing over this thing? If you strike it with your hammer, the pieces lock into place. How do you think it would
Yeah.
look?
So I would imagine as the prayer begins to extend and continue on, you'll start to see the pieces begin to heat up and sort of start to mesh together almost magnetically. And once the whole or like glowing red hot shape of the maul has formed, I'll step up and smash it with my warhammer, and you'll see it instantly cool and this sort of like magma colored mist dissipate from it, and then there will be the maul cooled, ready to be handled on the floor right there.
That never gets tiring to see. Masterful work as always, Theron. Your years in the forge speak true to your skill with the hammer.
I appreciate that, Helen. Had a little bit of help with that, but I'd like to present this to Orugar, right? The Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Like to
Okay.
present this to him tomorrow as a gift. As I said earlier, Tempest isn't my god, but hopefully the god of war will see this as a fine instrument. His use.
I foresee this working out extremely well for you.
It's a great
I think
idea.
the Allhammer would agree with you.
After you guys say that, I'll look at there and it goes, I think it's missing something. Here, let Pixel take a quick bite. As Pixel goes to take a bite, I'll put my hand on Pixel's mouth and cast Mending to change his teeth shape. So when Pixel bites into it, hopefully from the fire his teeth were in, it puts the symbol of the god that we saw earlier
Tempest?
into that
Yeah.
maw.
Of the symbol of Tempest.
Nice.
Fucking
Yeah.
love it. Everybody give yourselves
That's cool.
heroic inspiration because all you guys are fucking amazing. Okay. Love it. Your maul is damn near perfect.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just grab that and set it aside, and before we leave tomorrow, I'll drop it off at the shrine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting tired myself, Theron and Echo. I think it's about time I retire. We'll see you very early in the morning, as discussed. Good night, you two.
As Helen retires for the night.
I come right behind her. That I will.
Okay.
I guess we're all in our own rooms. I'm assuming.
Yeah, everybody's can kind of go into their own rooms, and you guys let me know when you're done, and retire for the night officially. And then I'll hide your character there.
Yeah, I'll just say goodnight to Echo and give Pixel a little pat on the head, and then I will head to my room.
Love it.
As he does that, Echo walk over to Pixel, whisper in his ear, and go, "Stay guard." As Pixel sits by the door and Echo goes upstairs to his room.
Love it. Pixel stands guard, ever vigilant, eyes locked onto the windows, eyes locked onto the door. You are 100% certain nobody's going to break in here to disturb you guys. And everybody gets a long rest.
Sweet.
Right? And it opens to, you guys getting up at like, what, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah,
Sure.
I think it's exactly how long we need to feel rested, and then
Whoa, not that scene.
Go back. I wanted to take a screenshot.
No. I'm going to get in the habit of pausing before actually opening this stuff up. Okay.
Spoilers. Keep your eyes closed.
Yeah, right. You guys didn't see
Wait, there's
anything.
an ice dragon?
That was Tiamat? What do you mean? Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Just gonna update some spells really quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Your long rest, if you have the ability to switch out spells during a long rest, go ahead and do so, etc. I'll just put Helen just right inside here so everybody can see her. But it's not the early morning, rather. Well, rather, it is the early morning. Very early. There is nobody out right now. Those. Any last minute things you do, or you guys just head off right to the shrine to pick up?
Grab the
I'm-
food and go.
Helen's there, kind of. You pick up your food. Helen's there, waving at you guys in the doorway, as if sending her favorite children off to school.
She's like 3 times as much my mom's age, so yeah.
Okay. And you head back to the Flaming Shrine. The sled dogs are actually, yeah, they're probably inside the building, and chained and stuff like that. There we go. Let's do that.
All right.
As they do
Go.
that, I'll walk over to the dog sled and just look for any imperfections and just cast Mending and go, "You talk to him, I'll fix up anything that could break on us."
Absolutely love it. And you do see the little extra attachment that or Origar fixed for Pixel. There, it's at the head, at the head of the dog, it's like Balto, but with metal.
Mhm.
Okay. Who knocks on the door?
We're at the shrine, right?
Yeah, you guys are at the shrine.
I'll knock.
All right, you go ahead and knock.
Here. Yes? Oh, so early. Who is it?
Apologies, Orgar. It's your friends from the other day.
The door opens up and Orgar's there looking at each of you. There's like a redness behind his eyes, just from like waking up. It says,
It is quite early, but war waits for no man after all. Oh, my God, Theron, that's a mighty weapon you have with you there. Impressive.
Thank you. I had some help with my friends and the Allhammer forging it last night. I wanted to drop it off here as a gift for you and your shrine before we left.
That is quite gracious of you. Thank you. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'll look to Tom and Sharos. I think Sharos, you have the necklace still, right?
Yeah, I was hanging off the end of my staff. I was kind of carrying it like hobo style.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just look to them and kind of point to the necklace and see. Do you recognize this symbol at all?
Gotcha. So being careful not to touch it, right? Put it up on like that stick or display it. And Orugar, It takes a moment for him to take a look at it because he's analyzing it before he says,
Well, this looks to be a symbol of the Frostmaiden Oriel, but these swords here, they typically denote some type of sect or sub-religion in a lot of cases.
So that's what he. So there's potentially so exactly what he said. It looks like this represents some type of sect of the cult of Oriel.
And is this your first time seeing this exact version of this symbol?
I have seen the regular snowflake of the Frostmaiden, but never of the cross swords. It's quite intriguing. And that material that it's made out of.
As you see him reach out his hand to attempt to grab it.
I'll just kind of like pull the staff closer to me and further out of his reach.
Okay. So
I wouldn't advise touching it. We're not entirely sure what it does.
Oh, how very interesting. Well, do you need me to keep it here under lock and key, or are you going to travel with it?
I'm not sure we've decided that yet. And as I say, I'll turn and look at the group that's near me and just kind of seek their guidance, as Sharos has not much experience with magical items.
So one thing's for certain that you guys know. Something happened to Echo when he touched it, in his own way. But as long as you're not touching it, like with hand or with some type of connection, you're safe. But the choice is up to you.
I think it might be best to keep it for now. Could help us pass or
my
something
instinct
like
is
that.
to agree with you. I think I'm inclined to agree.
Yes, same.
Can Echo
Okay.
hear anything that's going on or no?
Yeah, they're kind of communicating outside. Like he's like opened the door. They're talking at the door right there.
I'll look over to them and go, ask him if he has a little case to put it in so you don't have to keep it on your staff.
Good idea.
Could
You
put
have
it in
a
one of my
container.
component pouches.
He shakes his head yes. Puts up a finger for you to wait a moment. He goes back inside, closes the door so it doesn't let in a draft. You see the perfectly boarded up section of the shrine. No snow inside, thankfully. A minute or two later, he comes back out with a tiny box. Almost like a tiny jewelry box. That also has like a lock with it. Like a lock and key. As he holds this out to you.
I think that'll be perfect. Thank you, friend. And I will.
Thank you.
I'll try and prop it open, and then I will delicately lower the item over the chest on the end of my staff and try and plop it in there.
Gotcha. As you try to delicately put the shard inside, the sled dogs become extremely excited at the commotion happening, and they charge past Orgreth, running right into your direction, Shisharos. Go ahead and give me either a strength or dexterity saving throw, your choice. Otherwise, they're going
Definitely
to run
going
right
dex.
into you. Yeah,
Definitely
they're
going dex.
the
Not great.
10. Let's see. It's going to be a roll off here. I'm going to say they're going to choose to just do a dexterity check. 9.
Oh,
Sweet.
Ooh.
You narrowly miss getting trampled and dogpiled on by these very nice sled dogs here. Until they see Pixel and they come to heal almost fucking instantly. But the shard does not fall into the ground, doesn't fall into anybody's skin or around anybody's neck by accident or by some some divine force of God. Right, but you do successfully manage to put the tiny shard piece into a locked container for safe travel. The sled
Okay,
dogs are available.
Just out of sheer curiosity and just to
Yeah.
verify that was a coincidence, Charlotte's gonna, like, having the box closed, hold it near one of the dogs and just see if there's any reaction.
No,
Or
the
if that
dogs
was
are
them
just
being...
they're just panting. Some of them kind of turn their heads. Tongue comes out of them. He looks at Pixel, and then Tongue goes back in, puts his head down into the snow.
Got it.
Tom's gonna cast Speak with Animals and then go greet all the dogs and just ask how they're doing.
Meat, 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 meat. That's all you hear. Just them all repeating meat, meat, meat.
I'm gonna ask, how do you pronounce that again?
Orugar?
Yeah, if they've been fed this morning. Ask Orugar if the dogs have been fed this morning.
No, it's too early for them to eat, but perhaps they do need to if you're departing this early.
It's like that's they seem to have meat on the mind.
He shakes his head and kind of like in a chuckle as he goes inside to fetch their morning meals. And he comes back.
As that happens, I'll give Pixel a quick tap on the butt. Remember how he ate all the food earlier? He's gonna open his mouth and spit it up for them to eat it.
Love it. So Orugar comes out with like the dog chow, right? That he has made. Just as Pixel throws up the leftovers from yesterday, right? It's not, the leftovers aren't enough for all the dogs, but some of them definitely come over. They approach the food, but they don't start immediately eating, as if they're waiting for Pixel to do something, perhaps.
Pixel gives him a nod and steps back.
There you go. Sweet. And 3 of the dogs partake. Orugar passes you, Tom, over to the dog's feed. He says,
These ones are yours now. Please take care of them. Feed them. They are good dogs.
Tom's gonna say, "Oh, I'll do my best to take care of them. From what I can tell, they are very good dogs. So the closest one to me, I'm gonna do a little pat on the head."
It says, meat is here.
I respond back, "Meat is here. Come."
It's one of them looks up at you as if it's the first time them actually like hearing you speak, right? Because perhaps they just didn't understand what was going on when you first started speaking to them, saying hello. But now they actually understand it. You can communicate with them. And these dogs, they kind of look up at you, look at the food, look up at you again, ignores the food, and jumps right on top of you. Establishing some type of companionship right there.
Just gonna jostle his fur and just like look like I'm enjoying this bear hug or wolf hug, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, sled dog wolf. All right, excellent. Incredible, guys. Quick question for everybody here. I still have a lot to actually, I still have a lot like prepared and stuff like that. Does anybody have to like take off to go to work at all or anything like that tonight? I know that somebody's like working night shift.
I could probably push it another hour tops, and then I would have to split after that.
Okay, I gotcha. Because I'm totally cool with going up to 4 hours. Seeing where we are there, because we got like another 30 minutes or so until it hits 4 hours. But anybody need to take like a 5 to 10 minute break, like a nice 5-minute break? Let's be going
I
for
can just
another.
hit the bathroom real quick. I'll be good.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and hit the bathroom there. But I'm still good to press on. I've got more content prepared for you guys as long as.
I think I have something going on at 7, so at that I'll have to cut out. But
No, we won't.
I'm good for now.
How long is 7? That's in 30 more minutes, right?
30 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll go for another 30 minutes and then we will stop there. Okay.
All right,
So
sounds good.
we'll go to our 4-hour mark.
Sounds good.
Okay, so continuing on here, as gonna resume. You guys collected your sled dogs, collected your sleds. It's all in good order. You have your rations, you have your thermal cube, and you're heading towards the east way. Okay. And you start your travel towards Care Dinaval, right? It's still so with that track, about like a 5 hours by dog sled, maybe a little bit less due to Pixel helping to kind of push forward through this snow as like a trailblazer, essentially. Who has the highest survival?
I've got a +2, not great.
I have a +5. Tom has a +5 to it.
Okay.
+1,
And
There's
maybe.
3.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and give me a survival check for whoever would like to kind of lead the navigation.
Tom,
I'm gonna give
Ooh.
them guidance
Nice.
too. Fuck it. I rolled at 21.
fucking nice.
that was a lab grown 20.
Sweet. So you're able to expertly navigate the initial couple of hours of leaving Goodmead towards your destination. There is the beginning, or not even the beginnings, there is an aurora kind of overhead as you're traveling, but there's no signs of any immediate danger. Those with dark vision are able to see, like, as if it's dim light. Anybody need to
Well, I
light
got
a
my-
torch?
Adventurer's ring. That's like a light.
Oh, you will be getting your adventurer's ring here.
Oh, I don't have it yet.
I got
You don't
dark
have it yet.
vision from
Your
goggles
will
at
guide
night.
it. Okay.
So I am not blind.
I don't know. What do halflings have? I can't.
We
find
do
it.
not. I need to light a
Mhm.
torch if I need one
Yeah.
to see.
Just gotta light a torch
That's
there.
why I put the light on front of Pixel. He has dark vision as well as me, but
Oh,
I put
yeah,
it for everyone else.
the little lighted nose. That's right, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Pixel.
Yep.
But for this first half of travel here,
Theron has 100.
Yep. 120 feet.
I was
Sweet.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
you-
then
If there's any dangers, you guys are easily able to pick it up well ahead of time to maneuver your dog sled like around it. So if there's any rocks in the way, etc., right? Expertly.
awesome.
But during this first trek of travel here, I'll push it. They'll push the scene into your guys' hands, because there's no dangers right now. But anything you guys wanted to touch up on, dig into, ask questions about, and once you guys are ready to proceed, I'll give you guys your next scene. But this is like player interaction stuff here. On you.
real quick, retroactively, could I
Yeah.
do my Blessing of the Forge to buff my AC real quick?
Yeah, 100%.
Supposed to do it at the end of a long rest.
100%. I gotcha.
Cool. Thank you. So
Mhm.
that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, so picture this, if you will. You guys all in the back, like almost dogpiled onto the back of this singular dog sled, right? Maybe expanded a little bit with a little extra work from Echo there. Getting pulled in the middle of pretty much the middle of the night through the snow. There's a beautiful aurora overhead despite the overcast sky there. Torches lit for those without dark vision illuminates the snow. Right, Rogers, you guys are just heading off. Anything you guys talk about or press on?
What color is the lights?
Right now, they're switching from like a green to like a light purple.
Jaros will look to Echo and Tom and ask, is it cold where you two hail from?
You see Tom's kind of bundled up, barely holding the torch, kind of like shivering. Like, no, it is not.
I'll pull
Or
the
he-
cube out, so we're all getting the space heater.
Love it.
When he says that, I'll look at him and I'll go, well, I'm from here, so this is something I'm used to, and I'm also not originally born, so I'm kind of used to cold and or heat, but I haven't had to deal with heat too much. But what I can do to light our way is I pull out my pistol and I'll start shooting it just for like pretty much like a flare effect, different colors as I do it, and go, I like to call it fireworks.
Jaros will just kind of like wide-eyed, taking it in. Never seen anything like that before.
Tom's gonna ask Shiros if it's cold where he hailed from, where he comes from.
The region, the climate around the monastery is pretty chilly, but it's not frigid like this. We grew accustomed to not quite needing to wear cloaks, but this is pushing the limits of what I'm used to.
Well, you guys continue your travel. Echo's fireworks kind of illuminating the night sky. You see like animals and beasts in the distance, none that actually approach you. You still don't see any clear threats in the immediate area. But as you continue to proceed, give me another survival check. Tom.
Okay. Not great.
You get a 2 on
Okay.
top of that.
10. Perfect.
Nice.
Incredible.
8 and 10 are very, very different in the world of difficulty
Yes.
classes.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, as you continue to approach to Caird, I got Dinnerval, the town's famed fortification. Shit, nope. Wrong thing. Here we are. So, the journey has been quiet on the second half. The only spectacle is the mesmerizing dance of the aurora overhead. You estimate you're a mere an hour or two from your destination, but as you approach a small valley, a challenging stretch of the route, your senses sharpen. Something is amiss. In the distance, under some brushes, you see 2 small flames attempting to hide by foliage. So 2 small flames situated here and here.
Are our characters down yet? I'm not sure because it's not popping up for me if they are.
Oh, here you go.
Okay.
There
cool.
you go. Yeah, you guys are just a
Is
little
this
bit off map.
Okay, they're all up in that top corner.
Yep.
Is this
So-
a road? And
So the way this map, I'm going to kind of describe it. So imagine there's like, this is actually like a gentler slope, right? Like this is a gentler
Okay.
slope, not necessarily like a fallen edge. This is a raised plateau area. This is a raised plateau area. Let's say this is like a big drop, but you can definitely navigate by foot through here. But you probably have to either take your dog sled just riding along this way or parking it here if you wanted to see what the fuck up was this within. Well, what's up with these lights or this fire?
From where we're at, I want to know if I can see if I can tell if it's either natural or unnatural, like someone else caused it.
Oh yeah, perfect. Go ahead and give me a perception. If anybody else would like to jump onto that,
Yes.
go ahead and give me a perception
Yeah.
check.
I'll go for it.
I will as well.
And I
There we
imagine
go.
once you guys
21.
nice.
I got a 17.
I imagine when you guys see these lights in the distance, do you guys put out your torch?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. It's kind of weird if you guys
I will-
didn't.
I will
Still
slowly
likely.
hand my goggles
21,
down the line so
17.
everyone can see at the same time and then give it back to me. My goggles at night.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay.
Tom's gonna look at the goggles like I've never seen these before, but I'm guessing I'm putting them on my eyes.
And smile and go, I made them, friend, to help you see in the dark.
Okay.
I do struggle with that.
Love it. So you definitely see clear as day, 2 small flames, and flame and darkness, especially in the Arctic. You can see this from a distance. You're not even sure if you guys were spotted from a distance. One thing is definitely clear. Something or someone is here.
Mm.
I'll look to the group real quick. If you guys can cover me, if something goes crazy, I can move a little bit closer and try to figure out how many people are up there. I don't need to get too much closer, but
When he says that, I'll tell him I can send Pixel with you because Pixel's more stealthy than I am.
Yeah, I
I
can go with
can-
you. I'm pretty stealthy.
If
Look, I
anybody,
can shift into a Crackhat, and they're pretty stealthy in snow.
I'll say
I'm
yeah,
just
so
for the
let's-
UDM.
I'll do this. If anybody wants to try to get a better look at that area, we're going like kind of quote unquote semantics for distance here, but you'd have to come up along this edge essentially, right, to get a good peer.
I don't
But
want to get that close. I'll go
I
right
will
here.
have a person make a stealth check here after the perception roll. But if you go down here, you're gonna have advantage on your stealth checks, but a disadvantage on any perception check. What would
For
you get?
what Theron's
sorry, go
trying
ahead.
to do,
Yeah.
you're good. Theron is trying to get close enough to tremor sense. I'm not trying to necessarily
Ooh,
see.
love it.
I just want to get a feel for how many people might be moving around up there.
You know what? That's fucking awesome. Okay, I absolutely
that.
love it. I'm gonna have you roll your stealth check. Okay,
Oh,
but
Jesus.
even though it's not like worked stone or it's not worked stone, but there's enough stone here, like just
I'll
naturally.
give you guidance.
Am I able to help him at all with that? I am proficient in stealth.
Yes, you
I will
give
say I'm
Theron
wearing
some
heavy
pointers.
armor. So.
Okay, so it's a flat roll because you're getting help from
Okay.
who has the proficiency in
Shiros.
stealth?
Sheros.
Love it.
You get a +1 on top of whatever you roll.
All right, so Shiros, how do you give advice to Theron to kind of keep him a little bit more stealthy as he rolls a 15? Great
I
roll.
will show him. I will just mimic the way I walk, keep quiet, and hope that he can kind of copy that.
Love it. And Theron, you mimic what Shiros has his crash course on stealth here. Just as Echo Pixel's the one that kind of illuminates when you cast guidance, right?
So it depends on what I want to use. I'm using it for my pistol pretty much, so.
Okay, gotcha. When you activate Tremor Sense, that's 60 feet. That is more than enough range there. You, Theron. Let me roll the perception for these guys real fast. Perception is what? Wisdom?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh.
so meet it.
Fail.
Ooh. Nada. Perception on this guy. He's got a +2. Nice.
Let's go.
Okay. So you see, or you feel rather, 4 individuals hiding amongst those that shrub. The little fire is still there, illuminating like their location. Surprisingly enough, you instantly know they're probably there for a type of ambush, but it's so late at night they don't expect anybody to come through. Perhaps that's what you're able to get with like a passive insight.
Okay. I will. I'll relay that to the group, and I'll just reaffirm that I can't see them, but
Yeah,
I
but
know
you
they're
can-
there.
Yes. And actually here, guys, because we only
That's
have
enough. I'll
15
give
minutes,
you-
we only have 15 minutes left, and this would turn into a combat.
Damn.
I'm cool with pausing it here. And then we can pick this up on the next session. How does everybody feel about that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
That works for me, yeah.
Starting
All
off
good.
next time with combat is a good way to start.
Yeah.
Okay, outstanding. So let me go ahead and stop the recording.